I'm not talking yet because I don't see myself live. I'm not going to talk yet because I don't see myself live. I think you go Gastelum, Kelvin Gastelum, Kelvin Gastelum. All right, I'm just here. I'm just here to serve the people. Kelvin Gastelum. I want to appreciate everybody for being here. Um, for some of you who are in the know, oh, let me get my stopwatch or whatever, my clock. For some of you who are in the know, you know that I uploaded my prediction video for Adesanya and Pereira at about 9 or 10 a.m. this morning. 9 or 10 a.m. this morning, Western time, PST. If you're an East Coaster, it was like what, like 1 o'clock already. And then I was up editing it. So I was researching it. I was watching all the fights. I watched every Adesanya fight. I watched every Pereira fight. I watched the trilogies. I did research on what they did, what they didn't do. And honestly, I came at it. I'm very surprised I didn't see anyone address this in the comments. I'm very surprised. But what is going on right here? Why do I got two windows open? I was very surprised that I did not see this comment. I thought that fools are gonna be like, hey, this is a complete one-sided prediction. You're talking about what Sonya does wrong. You're talking about how he cheats. You're talking about his tendencies. You're talking about what he. The reason that I did that, first of all, it's shocking that no one brought that up. Like, get on your game. Like, how did nobody notice that? Or maybe you didn't care, or maybe you knew why I did it. Maybe you intelligent people understood why I did that. The reason was because this is Adesanya's fight to win. He's fought Pereira 3 different times and lost. I don't need to focus on what Pereira did wrong or what he did right or what he needs to adjust. Or what. This is about, hey, Adesanya, you've had 3 tries. What you gonna do? Like, that's the angle I came at it from. But anyway, I did all that research, writing, rewriting, shooting, editing, all that stuff throughout the whole week. But last night, I was sitting at my computer. I was editing. Well, I was editing all day. But then, I try to get away from the screen and go spend some family time and stuff. And I went out and I ate something and tried to play a little bit, just, it's like, a man that never spends time with his family could never be a man. So I'm always just trying to spend that family time. So I was on and off the screen all day. But then I sat down. Then everyone, is going to sleep, doing their own thing or whatever. And then I was like, I sat down here at the computer about 9 p.m. last night. It was the 9 o'clock hour. And I was editing and I didn't leave my post until I was done editing at about 8 or 9 in the morning. I'm talking straight. I know you're thinking, nah, boo, you stopped for like 45 minutes and you made some elbow soap. Nah, you went and you watched like a little bit of Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix. Nah, you took like a 30-minute power nap. No. I sat at my computer from the 9 o'clock hour. It was like 12 hours. I just did the math right now on my beanie. 12 hours. I didn't move. I took a pee-pee like one time. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I didn't even sit down. Like, I didn't even take my phone out. And I uploaded it the whole point I was bringing that up is because I uploaded it this morning. And then I went and I took a nap and I barely woke up. That's why my face is a little bit funny right now. My eyes are a little bit twitchy right now. I didn't get as much sleep as I would like. By the time I fell asleep and everything, I tried to respond to some comments. I went to sleep. It was probably like I probably slept like 6 hours. That's like double what I usually sleep. And then I wake up. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Peter Pfeiffer, I'm a fan. Peter Pfeiffer, I'm a fan. I don't know if you guys were watching the prelims or what, but that dude is the truth. Peter Pfeiffer, he was in the prelims and he knocked out Mearshart. And he's like, my parents didn't even care about me. And like I'm homeless and everything. It was Peter Pfeiffer, I'm a fan. And Michelle Watterson, all of a sudden, she delivers. She comes through. She does the thing. She shows up. She looks like the Watterson hat. It's like a new stamp on it. It's like she's trying to reset with the new name and everything. Michelle Gomez. Michelle Watterson Gomez. By the way, make up your mind. 1 foot out the door or what? You got the prenup on deck? But Michelle Watterson got straight up robbed by Pereira. Pereira gonna have a lawsuit on their hands. That was disgusting and unsettling. Terrible. Terrible. She finally shows up. I'm always clowning. I'm always like, hey, Jackson Wink will do it to you. You know, they run you through. Holly Holm comes out. She's all boring. Can't win a fight. Same thing with Watterson. Same thing with Dodson. Like, you name them. Cowboy. But then Watterson comes out looking like Gastelum looks right now. Like, what is this? 5 years ago, Gastelum? Is this 5 years ago, Watterson? Before she got hyphenated? And they still rob her. They still rob her. What? I can't believe it. And I was listening to the MMA host, and he was like, you know what? I'm going for Watterson because that other girl, she's like a fake and a phony in the last fight she won because she's a big old actor. And then she won this fight on false pretenses as well. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't even remember her name. Oh, it's Panera. I'm mixing her. I almost called her Pfeiffer. I'm mixing up. I'm telling you, I didn't get enough rest. And I just want to say thank you. Hey, come on. What up? What up, Jefe? Law, you boy tonight gonna be crazy. You liking the fight so far? I missed all of them. I wasn't I didn't know until last night. I'm gonna miss a lot of the event because I'm gonna be asleep. But all week leading up to it, I was like, why do I even say? I say this every event. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be over here pre-gaming and tailgating, waiting like 30 minutes before the thing even starts. Like if I was the MMA host, and then I wake up and it's like the main event already. Gonna be watching intently. Thank you for being here. Come on. They're gonna give it to Curtis now, right? Even though Gastelum won. I can't believe it. I'm already conditioned to expect the worst now. I'm already conditioned. It's like who do I think won the fight? Okay, then the other guy won. That's just how the judges do. Joshua Sullivan, thank you for joining the YouTube membership. Scope out the membership tab. There's a bunch of exclusive below the beanies that members and patrons have access to. The link to the Discord is in there. By the way, if you're like, hey, how come you didn't do your two below the beanies for this week? It's because Gastelum is amped up. He starts talking about the resurrection. He goes crazy. He gets excited. He's like, get those Easter eggs out of my face. Stop distracting me. Hey, Gastelum's out here acting like Diego Sanchez. I'm not gonna lie. That was like, as I walk through the valley of the shadow. This guy's giving it to him. This guy's giving it to him. Who's coming out here like Vody Bakum? This dude's out here giving him the Jesus Christ. He's excited. I like this Gastelum. I like this Gastelum. I like this. I like this. That Mexican DiCaprio. I like it. He's back. He's back with the new fire. I like it. Flame up that burrito. If you've been wondering about the below the beanies this week, I've been slowly dying a torturous UFC 287 prediction death, and I have every intention after the stream I'm gonna knock out two below the beanies, upload both of them, and then immediately start working on the breakdown because that's my life. But I want to say thank you everybody, because I'm gonna tell you, when I was working. Hey, there's Theo Vaughn. That's my Theo Vaughn. I'm gonna tell you, all week when I was working on this video, man, I'm telling you, I almost bailed on this video. When I was working on this video, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I need this. I need this video to do as well as the last 3 videos I did. And I'm telling you, and I'm gonna keep telling you. I'm gonna stay telling you like Duplessis stays the African king. I'm gonna keep telling you. My videos are doing this. My videos, the numbers my videos have been doing on the last few outings are the numbers that I was hoping and praying for like years. And I would just tell myself, if they could just do this range, I'm happy. I'm on top of the world. And they've been doing that. And I'm telling you, I haven't changed. I've been wearing the same hoodie for years. I was telling Marilena the other night, hey, look at my M is falling off. I need to get a new hoodie. And she's like, when YouTube pays you on the 25th, you could get a new one. I'm like, okay, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So I've been rocking the same beanie since I don't know how long, because I've ordered different ones and they cut them differently apparently, and none of them fit me right. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm the same. I'm the same. The difference has been the community rallying and say, you know what? Enough of this YouTube tomfoolery. We're going to click that like button. We're going to leave comments. We're going to share the video. We're going to tell homies at the gym and at the dojo, at the roller skating. We're going to tell people about the Mexican martial arts. We're going to spread the good news about this thing. And you guys have been making it blow up. And I was like, if this one doesn't get numbers, I don't know what I'm going to do. This was a hard video to work on. I just want to say thank you. You guys showed up to the premiere. You started liking and clicking on everything you could get your hands on, and it's doing really, really well. It's doing really. The last 4 videos, I don't know if you. This is like a YouTuber thing. You get a completely different interface on the back end of YouTube. You get like your own creator studio thing. And every time you upload, which could really mess with your head, by the way, every time you upload, it automatically, and it stays doing it. It ranks your most recent upload, the one you just uploaded it ranks it against your last 10. So it'll show you like almost immediately, oh, this one's like number 7 right now. Like your last 6 uploads were better. And it's like, right away. Or it could be number 1. And it shows you the watch time, how long people are watching it, the click-through rate, like when it shows up on someone's homepage, what's the percentage, the likelihood they're actually clicking on it, and all that kind of stuff. The likes. And the last one, this is my 5th upload now. The things have been kind of on a different trajectory. Every single one, I'm telling you, every single one of the last 5 has hit number 1. I'm like the Beatles over here. And it's because of you. You're the ones out there buying the records. And I just want to say thank you. It just keeps going number one. I'm like quadruple platinum right now. And I'm telling you, I've been doing the same thing. I've been doing the same stuff. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you. The change has just been people finding that like button and leaving comments and doing that kind of stuff. So I don't even know why I started talking about. I was giving you a big 45-minute excuse as to why I haven't done below the meetings this week. but I will catch up. I will catch up. That's what I do. I'm, that's my life. It's all clutch. It's all clutch. It's all game 6. Algo Rey. I hope you heard that whole thing right there that I was just pontificating about. Scope the membership tab. Apparently, I can't talk and type at the same time. Scope the membership tab, and then you can find. I thought I bought the fight already. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I thought I bought the fight. I just signed in. I never bought it. Wait, did I leave my? I was gonna say I left my Ridge wallet and my Dickies. I'm wearing my sweats right now, so I don't have my Ridge wallet and my sweats. But I think I had left this window open, so I'm all good. Oh, good, 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 good. All right. Scope the membership tab, Alvos. You can find a bunch of extra stuff, exclusive videos. You can find the link to the Discord, special posts. Sometimes I post feet pics for you guys that only members have access to. This is dumb. This is so dumb. It's a weird glitch. Every single time I buy the fight, it makes me log out and log back in till it actually lets me see it. I don't understand it. Um, hey, Nerd Creation, welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you. Welcome. You've been a member even before you were a member. You were predestined. You were elected. Mona Kenny. Mona, Mona. Mona, Mona. Oh, look, I'm just trying to distract right now while I'm trying to figure out how to use the internet. Gosh, to log in 50 times just to give them my money. And now I think I spelled my password wrong. Okay, I did it right. Thank you, Mona Kenny. Thank you. Um, man, this is ridiculous. They make it so hard just to get to this stuff right here. I'm trying to pay you guys. You're making it difficult for me. B Pat B, thank you. Thank you for the contribution. Thank you for supporting the Mexican martial arts. And now I'm gonna show you. Now I'm Marlock. She just gifted 5. Oh my goodness. She gifted 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. Shady character. No Dane. Who's your daddy RC, aka Indiana Jones? Gagsy. Brian Dunn. Everybody just got a membership. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All these people just got a membership right here. And now you're outshining me. And now you're outshining me because I was already going to give one away and I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. Thank you for giving. And I just gave another one to Tyler Durden as a stupid name. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I can't decide who they go to. El Capitan. YouTube does not allow that as far as I know. It's just random. That being said, I'm happy you got one. Tyler Durden is a stupid name. Look at that fool coming in. He's wearing like that mustard satin looking triple pearl. I don't understand what this dude is trying to do. I don't get it. Uh, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if it's a New Zealand thing, or I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing, or I don't know if it's a Chinese thing, or a Brazil. I don't know what if you saw my video, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, somebody. I want to give him credit right now. Hey, Jacob Sparks! Jacob Sparks, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you for gifting. And congratulations, Lost Coast Nomad, for getting one. Mark Diaz, welcome to the YouTube membership. Scope out all the extras in the membership tab. 32 months, Mike Alfieri. Mike Alfieri's been here longer than me. Hypothetically speaking. And Mike Alfieri gifted one. Mike Alfieri gifted one. And Omar W got one. David Capico, 24 months. Man, we are family. What was I? Oh, I was going to show you something right now. I want to give credit where credit is due. So, I have to screenshot it. I don't know if you're here right now, AM Profile. AM Profile. If you saw my breakdown earlier, hopefully you'll appreciate this. But somebody put somebody put, you have to watch. If you hear me say this and you're like, I don't get it, go watch the breakdown. I did a new prediction. But AM Profile put I'm so mad, by the way, AM Profile, if you're here, I'm so mad that I didn't think about this. Every once in a while, you guys will leave comments that are funny. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have thought of that. But he left a comment. Is he stepping back onto New Zealand soil? I'm not Chinese no more. I am delivered. I tried to do a good impression, but I can't. I am delivered. Oh man, that fool made me laugh. That fool made me laugh. That was right before I took a nap. I was sitting on the toilet. Fool made me rock the ball a little bit. Mike Lange. Lang. You said Lang, right? I think I said Lange last time. You're like, it's Lang. Lang. Like Langolier. Mike Lang ends right there. So GM, just want to ask the homies to like the stream and comment generously. Thank you, Mike Lang. Thank you. Thank you, Mike Lang. Just want to ask the homies to like the stream and look at everybody. Mike Lang just gave 20 big ones. 20 of his own hard-earned dollars. He could buy like a pizza with that. A pizza and a 2-liter. That's how I think. Every time I hear a dollar amount, that's how I convert it. That could have been like 3 chicken sandwiches, or order of curly fries, and a sourdough jack. Like that's my conversion. But he dropped this 20, and all he's asking is if you guys would like and comment. Like and comment. I mean, I would just hope that you would do him that favor. Just come through for the guy. I appreciate you very much, Mike Lang. And I hope that people show it to you as well. Angry Heretic. Is he looking sus? Yeah, it's like what I don't know. I don't know if he thinks he's playing mind games. Adesanya, he just ends up looking against someone like Pereira, like Conor McGregor did when he was trying to play head games with Diaz. It's like it's not gonna work. That fool don't have the capacity to get insulted or get offended by these kinds of things. It's not gonna break through. I don't know what that fool's doing. Look at here's kind of what it reminds me of though. And it's kind of messed up. We all knew kids growing up who were kind of like bully and they were kind of like nerdy or whatever. And I know nerdy's supposed to be a good thing now, and we're supposed to be nice about it, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you weren't born after like 2000, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I remember being around kids like that, and those were always the kids. Those are always the kids. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be very picky with my in my examples here. Those are always the kids that ended up being in gangs, or they ended up being like trying to be like an alpha male and being like very promiscuous, or they ended up having identity issues, or they ended up just being like jerks and treating everyone really badly because they were insecure and they were trying to find a way to like get back at the world. Like, you know what I'm talking, and that's like exactly how Adesanya strikes me. He seems like someone that got bullied and didn't know how to channel that. Because there's other people that got bullied and they turned it around and they got thick skin. They became entrepreneurs. They did their thing. They turned back at everyone else at the reunion. We're like, look at me now. And like Adesanya, he went the other way. He just really clung on to that bitterness, and he ended up becoming a bully himself. He ended up becoming really irritating and annoying and obnoxious and trolling and that kind of stuff. And I think that's why we see a lot of the things that we see out of him, because he's like a chameleon. He's always trying, like just like he was Chinese, and then he's New Zealand, and then he's Nigerian. It's like he's always trying to find his people. Like he's always like, my people. I want to talk to my people. And I'm like, who are your people? You know how people say, what do you mean, you people? I'm literally saying, what do you mean? Because I don't know what people you're talking about. What do you mean, you people? I don't know what people fall under your umbrella, fool. And so there's like a area in which I kind of feel bad about him for him. John Kleinmeyer, can you tell my roommate Jean? Is it Jean or Jean? Jean, John. Hey, Jean, Jean, John. Don't eat that food sopa. Like I could think a lot of things. You know, you disrespectful. You maybe talk before you think, and maybe you forget to wash some dishes. You leave your stinky socks on the couch and stuff like that. But touching another fool sopa, you eat some fool's elbow sopa, you're gonna get the elbow sopa. That's how it is. It's an elbow sopa for an elbow sopa. I think you trucha, Jean, trucha. It's that's dirty. That's like touching a man's vehicle. You just don't play like that. Jacob Sparks, Masvidal might lose, but he'll win backstage later. Yeah, that dude, it's enough already, Masvidal. It's out of control. Like, dude, you're just at a certain point, you're just like an animal. It's not cool. It's not. I was listening to this thing with Jocko Willink earlier. He's like, yeah, I mean, it's stuff that we all already know. He's like, you never see like the actual dude that actually is a threat and actually is in control of his attributes and his mental state. You never see these fools getting in fights and causing problems and creating a ruckus. It's always insecure, loudmouth dudes that didn't get enough love and they feel like they got something to prove and they got a chip, they got the whole guacamole ball on their shoulder. Like I don't know what his problem is, but it's like no one thinks it's cool, fool. It's annoying. You just look like a little brat. You just need to go sit in the corner already. The fool's just wild. He's like a wild animal. And I know he would probably hear that and be like, yeah, I'm a wild animal. Yeah, fool, that's right. It's not a compliment, dude. Get a hold of yourself. You're like 43 already. Turpy Buds, gifted a Mexican martial arts membership to Sora Chichini. If anyone deserves it, that's a homie right there. Thank you. Hey, for real, James Smith, for real. For real. Miss Chuck Almighty. You always make me want to watch the movie. Always. My husband got me the Ridge wallet for my birthday. Hey! It's awesome. I'm sure you also just had a birthday. Happy birthday, GM. How did you know I just had a birthday? Did I mention that at some point? Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys, I just had a birthday. I actually had a birthday this week while I was in this like the worst video ever to edit, the hardest like week ever of editing. I had a birthday this week actually. How did you know that? When did I mention that? And I was telling everybody, like, I don't talk to a lot of people, honestly. And I think people just stopped associating with me because of the way I am. And it's no hate or anything. I just like I don't know. I'm kind of like a lone wolf, and I'm kind of just always in my own world and doing my. It's like I'm not a big socializer, so I feel like over the years people have just dropped off or whatever. Like I don't hear from a lot of people anymore. But people were texting me, and I was like, "Oh, thank you," but I decided I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. It's just not a thing anymore. I got to a point in my life. It's like that's not a. It's not a good thing. Like it's cool. Like I'm not celebrating them anymore. I stopped, a couple years ago. But I kinda had like a crisis. It was rough. And I was like looking at my life and I was like, am I gonna be doing this in 3 years? Am I still gonna be am I gonna be doing the Mexican Fight Companion 5 years from now? What am I doing with my life? I think it happens to everybody at a certain point, but it was a rough one. It was a rough one. Um I didn't really celebrate. You know how I celebrated it actually? I'm not gonna I'm just gonna keep that between me and the family. The only thing I did was, I'll give you a general, um, we got, I say it all the time, I hate Mexican food. I don't like Mexican food at all, and my family was shocked because they were ready to go get Chinese because that's my favorite food, and I was like, "I don't." It was too far. I was like, "I don't wanna go anywhere." I was, like, all depressed. I was like, "I just get some chile verde burritos and, let's watch a movie on Netflix," and that's all we did. That was my birthday, but it was good. But I'm happy that you got a Ridge wallet for your birthday. I'm happy that you like it. I think a lot of people are under the misconception. It's just like you don't gotta wait for like the Ridge wallet purse to come out. Like, stop being so sexist, you know? Like, I have a female lady in my life that I gave a Ridge wallet to, and she loves it. Um, I think any female lady could enjoy the Ridge wallet. Thank you, Miss Chuck Almighty, for your 5-star review. I appreciate you. Jux Dennis Shun just joined the YouTube membership. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for being a part of the family. Scope the membership tab so you could get yours. Chef X Hyrule. I scored. Well, it skipped on me. It wasn't my fault. Oh, oh, come on. Chef X Hyrule. Adesanya overcompensates for his insecurities. I've seen it a lot, especially with dudes that join gangs to find their identity. It's a sad case. Yeah, and that's like the number one that I bring up because that's what I saw most of my life. A lot of homies just ushered into that lifestyle, and it's messed up with like this type of. Well, it happens with my culture, especially. I know it's different for this community and that community and the other community. For my culture, it's primarily families that came over from Mexico. They wanted to work real hard to give their family a good life, but then the dad's always working. He's always gone. He's a workaholic. The mom's probably in the back of the house. She's always working, or she's just stressed out of her mind because all the kids and everything. And then the kids get neglected, and then they're looking for approval, and then they go join gangs or they do this, or they do that because the family came over to work, and all they do is work. They come home at night and they don't have any relationship. That I saw that so much in my life. Lost a lot of good people to that. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm trying to catch up on the comments right here. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Okay, I started the time clock. Oh man, I can't miss this. Okay, let me call. I'm gonna do better on the next round. Rodriguez already has it. No, I called him Rodriguez. Rosas already has Rodriguez against the fence. Oh, Rosas was grabbing the cage right now. I saw that fool. He's trying to judo trip him. He's trying to get Rodriguez down. Rodriguez didn't let it happen. He crawled on him. Now he turned it around. Rosas has his back against the cage. He's covering up that ESPN Plus turnbuckle. Rodriguez. Oh, now he gets it turned around. Now Rodriguez has his back against the cage. At a certain point, this is going to get redundant. Rodriguez is trying to turn it around. But Rosas turned it around, and he got off the and now Rosas is back against the cage. It's redundant now. Rosas has his back against the cage. And now it's starting. No nonsense. Keith Peterson has just about had enough. And Rosas tried to get off the cage, and Rodriguez got him back against the cage. And now Rosas got off the cage, and now they're back on the cage. Rodriguez has his back on the cage. Okay, and Rosas is trying for dear life to get him down. He's trying to get the single leg. He has the left leg of Rodriguez. Rodriguez has really good balance so far. Keith Peterson's grabbing onto the cage. Oh, he can do it. It's fine. And now Rodriguez found his way back to the cage. He got some stability there, so Rosas can't take him down. And Rosas tripped him. He finally got him down. By the way, is it down the pike or down the pipe? I heard DC saying that. I don't know if it's pike or pipe. I never use that terminology. I know I should probably know this by now, but I always hear it and I just kind of let it go. And I don't know. Is it pike or pipe? Darce. Rosas has a Darce. Rodriguez is trying to hop out of it. He's trying to get the leverage going in the other direction. It doesn't look very threatening at this point. Rodriguez knows what he's doing. He knows how to maneuver his body. He's keeping Rosas in place. And now he's going around and he's got the back. Rodriguez has the back of Rosas. And Rosas turned around. These little dudes move around a lot. They transition constantly. And now they're back on the cage. Rosas has Rodriguez against the cage. And he's trying to trip him again. He's trying to get another takedown. But Rodriguez doesn't let him get it. And now he's back against the cage again. And there's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the round. And Rosas has the back. Rodriguez goes down to one knee. And then he gets back up again. And now they're back on the cage again. Oh, my goodness. It's the same thing over and over again. And now Rodriguez he grabbed onto the cage. He grabbed onto that Modelo. He said it's Modelo time. Oh, he lost the mouthpiece. Keith Peterson picked up his mouthpiece. And what are you going to do it for if you're not even going to give it back to him? Keith Peterson's just holding onto his mouthpiece. Okay. Well, Rosas still has the back. And he finally got Rodriguez down. I don't know why I clapped. I don't have a dog in this race. Keith Peterson is awkwardly standing by, figuring out if he's going to shove the mouthpiece into that dude's mouth or not. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first round. Rosas is looking for the trip. He still has the back. And he hopped it. He's got the backpack. He's got the backpack. That fool told him, Soy Dora. He's talking papas into Rodriguez's ear. He's got the body lock. Rodriguez, his face doesn't look very reassuring. He looked up. You dummy, Rodriguez. He picked up his head to look at the clock and completely exposed his neck because he was trying to look at the clock. Rosas could have a whole minute and 38 seconds to squeeze that rear naked choke now because you just had to look up at the clock. Oh, Rosas let it go. He's trying to reposition Khabib style. He's so in control that he's able to completely let it go and re-put it in. But now Rodriguez isn't letting them get the chin. He's like, I'm not going to look at the clock again. I already got a sense of how much time is left. Now Rosas is against the chin. And now Rodriguez separated it again. Rosas thought this was going to be easier. Rosas put all his weight down. He put all his weight down on another laying down. With a minute and 5 seconds left in the first round, Rosas is laying on his back. Rodriguez is on top of him. He's got the body lock. He's got the rear naked. Keith Peterson is watching intently, still awkwardly holding the mouthpiece, wondering if he should put it in his mouth right now. That would be such a funny moment, and it will go viral as a YouTube short if Rodriguez was literally laying, being choked out in the rear naked, and Keith Peterson stuck in the mouthpiece. That would be funny. That would be like Joe Rogan interviewing knockout fighters. 39 seconds left in the first round. Rosas still has the body lock. He's still got he's still got him locked up with his legs. He's still on the bottom. He still has the back. But Rodriguez has the wrist control. Okay, now he let it go. 20 seconds left in the first round. Rosas is like, hey, man, I'm the prodigy. I'm supposed to put you out in the first round. What are you doing? I deserve this. You know this. 10 seconds left in the first round. And they're just going to run out the clock. They're just going to run out the clock. Okay, let me read all these things. Rusty gifted a Mexican martial arts membership. Thank you, Rusty. And it went to yes, Mystic Ranger. Am I the only one to want Rosas Jr. to lose badly? I don't know. He's kind of talked a little bit, but I don't think he's annoying yet. I think he's just excited. I think he's just enthusiastic. I kind of like him. I don't know how to feel. Honestly, I kind of think Rodriguez is annoying. I don't know. Rusty gifted a Mexican martial arts membership. Thank you, Rusty. And AJ got it. Congratulations. And Rusty gifted another one. He gifted another one, and that one went to Mr. Rattler. Congratulations. Don't forget to scope out the membership tab for all the behind-the-scenes content. Thank you very much. Hey! I don't know if you're here, Johnny English, but you just donated $10. to my prediction video that I uploaded this morning. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. It's always crazy when people donate on a video like that. Like, that's completely unprecedented. To just throw money at a video like that's like not even a stream. That's a big deal. Ali Ben! Ali Ben! Hey, thank you. That's for my birthday. Is that for my birthday? Oh, it's showing balloons. Oh, it's showing balloons because that's your first super chat ever. It's a kind of a birth for both of us. Thank you, Ali Ben. Thank you very much, Big Spender. Thank you for your contribution. It makes a big difference. It makes a big dent into my student loans. Thank you very much, Ali Ben. That's a big number right there. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting. And they're back on the ground again. Rosas is on his back. Rodriguez is on his top. Rosas breathing heavy, very confused. He thought he was going to dominate. He thought it was going to be a blowout. Rodriguez got him right on the monster logo. He's telling him, take a sip. Take a sip. You need it. Rodriguez got back to his feet. He licked the monster logo, and it gave him powers. They're moving back toward the cage. Oh, elbow from Rodriguez from the clinch. They're both on their feet against the cage. Rodriguez has his back against the cage. I can't tell if Rosas wants him there or not. I kind of think Rodriguez went there to avoid being on the ground with Rosas, but it kind of looks like Rosas needs a breather, and now Rosas has his back against the cage. James, thank you. Thank you for the donation. Rosas is very, very tired. Let me see if I could get the time clock on for you. No, I'm gonna do it in the next round. It's not worth it right now. Rosas has the back. They're back to the cage. Rosas trying to get the trip. Rosas, okay, kind of got the takedown for like 0.1 second, but then Rodriguez immediately went to one knee and they got back to his feet. And now they're on the cage. Keith Peterson grabbing the cage again. It's kind of like when a cop doesn't signal when he turns. It's like, okay, I know, but I mean, come on. Rodriguez keeps trying to dip down and get that leg. Rodriguez trying to get a trip himself. They're each taking turns trying to go for their own kinds of trips. Neither of them fully committing to it because they know if they overcommit, they leave themselves vulnerable to the other one. They're both playing it safe here. Rosas is now on his back. Rodriguez getting a little sneaky. Rosas is on his back. Rodriguez on top, trying to go for the north-south. Maybe that was an accident. I don't know. Oh, okay. Maybe it was an accident because now he really committed to the north-south. Okay. Rosas was like, get me out of here. Rodriguez looking to his coach, trying to find out if a north-south is what he wants at this point in his career. Is Rosas not a grappler? He does not look like he knows what to do when he was on top right now. Rosas was on his back. Rodriguez was on top. And he was looking at his corner like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then he threw like an awkward elbow. Is he like a boxer or something? Rosas on his back, struggling. Are they in Utah or what? How come he can't breathe? Is it the humidity? Rosas has no gas tank right now. This may be an upset. Rosas is on, however, this is similar. I mean, Watterson controlled quite a bit of the fight against Pereira, and they gave it to Pereira. So anything could happen. And I think it's very convenient now, the merger with the WWE, because now UFC is probably going to be listed as a sports entertainment thing, just like WWE, so they could get away with fixing fights. I'm just saying, it's very ironic, the timing. All the funny, fishy stuff we've been seeing from the judges lately, and now all of a sudden, they're an entertainment company. Very interesting. Rosas, Rodriguez is trying to put in the rear naked against Rosas. Rodriguez is on his back. Rodriguez is on top of his stomach. Now Rodriguez has the body lock. Rodriguez is trying to set in the rear naked with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the second round. Rodriguez trying to get Rosas trying to get to his feet. Your names are too similar. Rodriguez trying to get to his feet. But now, oh my gosh, Rosas trying to get to his feet. But now Rodriguez takes the back. And then he uses that leverage to throw himself back. Now Rodriguez has his back on the canvas again with the body lock. Rosas on top of him. And he's sinking in the rear naked. He doesn't have it quite under the chin, but he's putting as much pressure as he can on the chin. Now he let it go. He's trying to find an opening. Wow, Rosas looks like he has nothing to give. Those of you watching right now, could you see how he was like looking back awkwardly at Rodriguez as if he was admiring him? That was a very weird moment. Rosas is like on his back, just like looking up, like lovingly almost at Rodriguez, like looking at his captor. This is very strange. Rodriguez has Rosas. Oh my goodness, Rosas has no answers for Rodriguez. Now he's socking him in the temple from the back. Rosas has no answer. Wow, Rosas has no answer for this dude. No answer. Oh, that's fantastic as well as refreshing. Oh my goodness. Man, one sip at a time to a better life. 10-9 Rodriguez. What you guys think, Rodriguez? I am seeing a lot of fence grabbing. I am seeing a lot of fence grabbing. They are not calling fence grabbing. Even Keith Peterson's grabbing the fence, I'm telling you. Time clock, time clock, time clock. Sorry, ready. Sorry, ready. Sorry, ready. Sorry, ready. All right, here we go. We are in the third round. Rosas lands a left hand. You got to keep it on the feet, Rosas. Apparently, you can't contend with this fool on the canvas. I thought he was a good grappler. I guess. Oh, that was like a. I thought he was gonna throw a flying knee. He throws a right hand to Rodriguez, lands it. Okay. Rosas tries to go for a spinning back fist, doesn't land it. Look, I'm telling you right now, body language. Rosas looks terrified. He looks gassed. He looks desperate, and Rodriguez looks fresh and determined. Rodriguez looks like he's in control. Oh, big left hand landed from Rodriguez. He looks like he's figured out Rosas. He's cut through all the height. Rosas in the southpaw. Rodriguez left hand. Rosas tries to go for the takedown. Rodriguez stuffs it. Rosas immediately tries to go for another one because Rodriguez's positioning was kind of awkward after he stuffed it. Rosas went for another takedown, but he sprawled on it again. Now they're back up on the feet. Leg kick from Rosas. Rosas goes for the takedown again. It's getting pathetic now. It's getting pathetic now. I'm gonna be honest. It's getting pathetic. It's getting like when Usman kept shooting on Edwards. That's how it's getting now. Oh, he's going for another takedown. This is sad. Rosas is gonna lose. It's getting sad. It's getting sad. He went for the takedown. Rodriguez was completely anticipating it. He went around and he got the back now. Kia Torres, thank you. Thank you for contributing. It's your very first time. It feels like the first time. Thank you, Kia. Thank you. Rosas is on his back. Rodriguez is. Oh, Rodriguez took the back now. Rodriguez took the back. He's trying to flatten him out. He has at least one hook in it, looks like. Oh, no, he does. He's wrapping around the body, though. Oh, Rodriguez is getting teed off on. Rodriguez is done. Oh, he's getting socked up. Chrisinator. Thank you for joining the YouTube membership. Scope the membership tab so you could get all that access, all the exclusives. Thank you, Chrisinator. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Rodriguez still has the back. They're spooning. They're on the side. He has the body lock with his legs. He's looking for the rear naked. He's loosening him up with distraction blows. I will absolutely not be surprised if they give this to Rosas. If they give the fight to Pereira, then they could definitely give the fight to Rosas. Definitely. Oh, that was a vicious elbow to the temple from the back from Rodriguez. Oh my goodness, you could just hear that ugly thud. Oh man, he changed that fool's bone structure real quick. Oh man, Rosas, it looks ugly. And the face that he's making, you don't want to see it. I'm telling you. You don't want to see the face he's making because we're talking about Rosas anyway. I'm not trying to go in that direction, but like the face he's making, like you especially feel for him. It's like that fool's hurting right now. Not only physically but mentally. Like he thought he was gonna be like Goldberg. He was gonna be like 100-0, and maybe this will be good for him. Maybe it'll straighten him out a little bit. Maybe this will keep him from going full Patty Pimblett and getting a big old head. But wow, this is bad. Rodriguez is just keeping control from the back, body lock in. He just keeps socking him in the temple, keeps trying to loosen him up for the rear naked. Every time he doesn't have it, he just lets it go, keeps socking him up again, throwing shots to the ribs, goes for the rear naked again. Doesn't get it? Okay, I'll sock you up in the face, throw an elbow to your temple. Rosas is completely helpless. And the crowd's booing, but I mean, you should be booing the lack of ground game from Rosas right here. Would you think? It was a boxing match? Oh man. It's ugly. This is ugly. DC just called it a lesson learned. Hopefully you take it that way. Hopefully you get better. Rodriguez basically just let him get up. He's like, let's just throw blows for the last 15 seconds. That'd be crazy if Rosas knocked him out. Why did he just completely let him up? Maybe he wanted to be like, you know what? I could go on the feet too. I want to make sure you weren't saying it was just because they kept you on the ground. Let's trade. That's it. That's it. Well, they're showing a lot of love. Look, I'm kind of at a point now where I'm completely done with watching a fight and being like, oh yeah, like congratulations, Rodriguez, good, because we know better. Rosas could get the win because judges. That's why Rosas could get the win right now because judges. So I'm not even gonna say Rodriguez won because maybe Rodriguez got absolutely dominated and I didn't realize it. Maybe Rodriguez got absolutely outclassed and dominated and humiliated and completely controlled, and I just didn't realize it. And right now the judges are gonna lace me up and let me know how I'm supposed to think. That's what's gonna happen right now. Scar my guitar, bro. I love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Scar my guitar. Thank you. Those scars are a beautiful thing. It's all that time spent. It's all that experience. It's all that love. It's all them tunes. Thank you for being here. I'll keep doing my best. I'll keep doing my best to keep putting it out there. Thank you. Kia Torres. Love your vids, bro. Thank you, Kia Torres. Thank you. I love that you love them. I'm going to keep doing my best to keep providing them. Thank you. I'm going to try to come out with a smarter method and figure out how to streamline this stuff. But I'm going to keep doing it. Thank you. All three judges. 29, 28. Unanimous decision. They give it to Rosas. They give it to Rosas. I'm just playing. They give it to Rodriguez. That's what you get for not paying for the pay-per-view. That's what you get for not watching ESPN Plus. Yeah, they give it to Rodriguez. There it is. There it is. Jocks, Dennis Shan, UFC project was boosted too soon, unfortunately. It's the UFC's fault. Jocks, thank you. It's the UFC's fault, mostly. Oh, he was a pound overweight? Rodriguez came in a pound overweight. Oh, that's why he won. That's what Rosas is going to be talking about for the next 6 months. That's why he won. He got IV'd up and everything. Yeah, that's the same thing they did to Francis Ngannou. To Patty Pimblett. They hype people up too soon, and then they make people hate them. Because they hype people up, and then they get a big ego, and either they get wins that they didn't deserve. Sean O'Malley is very similar to that as well. I reminded myself when I say wins that they didn't deserve. They get wins that they didn't deserve, or even if they do win, they just don't shut up about it. It just really messes with their head. Rosas got humble. Rosas got humble. Man, fight makes me thirsty. I immediately feel refreshed. Oh, flavorful as well as quenching. Yeah, he could come back. He could come back. I forgot I wanted to show you guys something. I wanted to show you guys something that do I want to show you? Am I gonna ruin anything? There's only 1,100 of you guys here. There's only 1,100 of you. Um, by the way, if you are here right now, I just want to say thank you very much. Wait, I want to see who's here. Vitor. Donald Trump is there? I thought they got that fool. I thought they picked him up. He busted out. He busted out. They got him out. Hey, Florida loves him. Everybody went wild. Um, if you are here right now, I just want to say, please consider liking the video. Uh, I have learned recently. I always would listen to YouTubers, and I was like, "Hey, fool, don't look desperate. It's annoying. Like, don't be. Hey, please leave a comment. Please like. I love you guys. Please like my video." I always thought it was so lame, and then I realized how unbelievably pathetically much it does. It's just all like a popularity contest. That's like how YouTube works. It's like thumb, 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 thumb. Oh, they like it. Let's push it. Let's push it. Let's get it views. That's how it works. It's a game. You got to manipulate the system. I just want to say thank you because a lot of you have been liking my most recent uploads, and the videos have been taking off like never before. My, the last 4 or 5 videos I've done have created a streak never seen before on this channel because of you guys hitting the algorithm. And that's completely true. I said it earlier. I haven't changed a thing. It's been you guys. So please consider liking the video, subscribing for weekly MMA content. Hey, and I keep getting fools. Look, it's kind of a two-sided thing. It's kind of a two-sided thing because I've been seeing a lot of comments. People be like, hey, you need to upload more. You need to be more consistent. On the one hand, I'm like, thank you. It's nice. It's nice to feel in demand. It's nice to feel missed. It's nice to feel left. On the other hand, how dare you? Because you don't understand how hard it is to make one of these a week. You don't understand how much time. Somebody left me a comment. I was like, oh, he's like, if you only you could just have better time management. And I'm like, oh, the videos that I put out, there's other channels, they got like a 5 to 10 man team doing the whole thing just to make one video. I'm a one-man show. All right. It's hard work. I'm trying my best to put out one video a week. Please just appreciate it, but also miss me and still want more. Thank you. But if this is your first time here, my name is Jesse. I'm the founder and grandmaster of MMA, Mexican martial arts. I understand that it's been like 5 years since I've actually taught the Mexican martial arts on camera with my primo Flaco in the dojo, but life has thrown some circumstances at me. And I lost the dojo. We lost the building. We are no longer brick and mortar. And now I break down fights and predictions and stuff like that. And hopefully, and this is what I was working up to. Hopefully, very, very soon here, me and Flaco are actually gonna get back to bringing you guys the good stuff. And if you don't believe me, let me show you something right here. Where was this at? Oh, I wrote it down somewhere. It's file number 79. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do some Mickey Mousing for you guys right now because I want to show you this bad. I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh, I hope this works. Um, this is so annoying. I wanted to show you a file from something real quick. This is so annoying that I had to do it like this, and I still don't know if it's gonna work like this either. That's the most annoying thing. So maybe if I export it with like super low quality. Super low quality. So let's go to 540. Let's go to low quality, faster. Okay, that should definitely fit. That should definitely fit. Um, Oscar Lamonte, are you drinking Bud Light? Your faith, Chale, Chale. I'm all this energy that I'm expending right now, and all the electrolytes and stuff that I'm losing. I like to replenish myself with the accurate nutrients and whatnot. Thank you for being here, Oscar. Thank you, Electric Io. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, Mano, man, zero. They might have 5 or more peeps helping, but we got the GM. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's how I look at it. And sometimes in the past, clearly it has not been enough. But lately, with the help of you guys, I have been finding success here and there. I have been finding success, and I'm very, very thankful. Very, very grateful. Thank you, Mano. I was actually never mind. Never mind. Akia Adams. I pirate pay-per-views in order to pay my YouTube membership. Although I would never condone such a thing. Thank you very much. And I have no qualms with your outlook on life. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, that's weird. I just got a notification from my own YouTube channel about something that I posted um like 10 hours ago. That's very weird. It just gave me a notification that I posted a poll like 10 hours ago. Jay Rizzo oh 07. Thank you. Some pesos for you and Flaco to make more of them videos. Stay on that grind, homie. Thank you, Jay Rizzo. And you don't even understand how some of that can come into play. I'm telling you, it's very real. It's very real and it's very recent. Look at Jay Rizzo. This playback right here is sponsored by Jay Rizzo. Thank you, Jay Rizzo oh 07. Let me show you a little clip again. There's only 1,000 of you here right now. There's only 1,000 of you. It's not a big deal. I know that you guys aren't gonna tell anybody. You're not gonna spoil the surprise. So let me just do this quietly under wraps. All right, look at. I I hope you could hear it. Last time I played something like this, you guys said you could hear it, but this is a little behind the scenes thing. This was a little blooper, something that didn't go right, but I thought it was a funny moment. Let me play this for you. Is this the right clip?
Hey, camera speeds. Sound speeding.
Here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Go. Why did you laugh?
You were dying on the ground. You fell to the ground before I started laughing.
I didn't know he was doing that. I was very concerned. Oh, Jay. Was that like the cinnamon challenge?
I'm assuming. Is there a good place to spit?
Hold on, we got you. Let me get you the spit cup.
Sorry, I didn't know that actually was the plan. I nearly dropped my food and helped you.
Oh, good. Jesse spit cup. You want water?
Bowl, you sure?
Yeah.
Are we still rolling or?
Can I see what it looked like when I did it to see if it's worth doing it again? I think it looked good. If you couldn't tell what was happening right there, I brought a whole bag of sand from my pad because I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm sure you know. But I brought sand, and I needed to have a bunch of sand in my mouth because I need to be like. So I was like, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna go Daniel Day-Lewis. So I scooped a bunch of sand, and I went like that. So some of you that maybe live around the beach or whatever, maybe you know what kind of reaction that would cause. I had no idea. I put it in, and almost immediately, it was like the most intense gag reflex. I was like completely out of control of my body, and I was just like, it was terrible. And but in the moment, I remember seeing Flaco's face, and I remember I put the sand in, and that split second before I started gagging, I remember seeing Flaco's face, and at least in my memory, and he denies this. In my memory, I look at Flaco, and this was his face. And I was like, I cracked, and because I laughed, I like inhaled, and that was it. It was a wrap. And I started laughing, and that's always like, it's your fault. You made me laugh. He's like, what are you talking about? And I just needed somewhere to spit. And then I was like, all right, we can do it again. Was it funny? But I showed you that just to show you it is still alive and well. There are still plans. There are still things in the works. It's not over. Sponsored by J Rizzo 07. Gringo Poppy. Come to Austin, Texas. I can get you an open mic at the new comedy mothership. Tell the bouncer the secret code at the door. DMT. I would never, ever, ever, ever want to do stand-up. Ever, ever, ever. It's just not my thing. I don't know. But I wouldn't mind sitting there. I would love to just sit there and watch stand-up comedy. I remember, man, that was years ago now. My goodness. I remember I was in Las Vegas for something, and I watched a few comedy shows, and I absolutely loved it. I love watching live stand-up. I love it. So that would be fun someday just to go watch Gringo Poppy. If you could just get me a seat. You could just get me a seat. Just get me in the door. But it's coming out. It's coming out. No, Flaco. I mean, is there anything else I could show you? Like that fool. Oh, I don't know if this will play audio. That fool was making me crack up. He was making me crack up. Like can I pause this? I don't want you guys to hear the audio. I don't want you to hear the audio. Oh, this wasn't one where he was smiling, huh? Where's the one where I was telling him about? Yeah, I like this one right here. Where is it at? Look at, I'm telling you, when the moment I stuck that sand in my face, the moment I stuck that sand in my face, in my mouth, I'm telling you, I don't care what he says. The moment I shoved that sand in my mouth, this is what I saw. Watch. This was my POV. As soon as I shoved all that sand in my mouth, this is exactly what I was looking at. That's exactly the face right there. I had no chance. I didn't have a shot. As soon as I took the sand, that's what I looked up at. I didn't stand a chance. He made me laugh. Oh man. Oh, Oscar Lamonte, I think you're ready for Rogan's new mothership comedy club. I'm ready to sit there and watch Oscar Lamont. I want to sit there and watch. I want to sit there and have some soda, have some cheese fries, chicken wings. I would love that. I would love that. But the mic's not for me. I will get on stage and play some music. I don't mind being on stage and playing some music, but I don't want to go up there and tell jokes. It's just not my thing. It's just not for me. That's never gonna be me. Does anybody know anything about Holland's background? This whole kung fu fighting thing? Oh! I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna try to curtail my reaction until the end of the first round because I don't want to anger anybody, including you, Travis Woodbury, because I know you're here for the colorful commentary, and I'm gonna give it to you. Travis Woodbury, I don't understand you, but I love you. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to try to wipe my mind for 5 minutes. So we got Ponzinibbio and Holland, both in the orthodox stance. Holland goes for the leg kick. Ponzinibbio's not there, hopping around, looking for their spot. Holland with the side kick. It kind of looked like it was effective, but it also looked like Ponzinibbio rode with it and just allowed himself to go back. So I don't think it caused any real damage. It kind of looked like one of those action movie side kicks where it was like more telegraphed than anything. It looked nice and smooth, but it didn't do any damage. Travis Woodbury. Every time that's what it is, Travis Woodbury. Every time I see your name, I think of the Traveling Wilburys. Every single time, that's what it was. Every single time I ever saw your name, it felt familiar to me. It was like, did I know this fool in another life or something? Even though I don't even believe in that kind of thing. That's so weird. How come I feel like I know that name? It's because the Traveling Wilburys. I never even placed that till right now. Travis Woodbury. I wonder if you like the Traveling Wilburys. That'll be funny. Oh my gosh. Maybe you were one of the Traveling Wilburys and that's why you could support. I don't know. It's just a whole lot of nothing so far. Either this is just a feeling out process or it's going to be a boring fight. Ponzinibbio just landed a pretty effective looking inside leg kick. Ponzinibbio just trying to find his way inside. Holland's trying every way he can to keep him back with that reach. Ponzinibbio goes for a leg kick, gets in too close. Holland catches him with the left hand. Kind of stumbles for a moment. Holland teeps him high up on the chest. Throws a foot to the upper thigh of Ponzinibbio, just trying to keep him back and back and back. What for? I don't know. Is he going to end up throwing a head kick? Leg kick from Holland. Throws a feint to the midsection. Keeps putting up those knees, trying to feint and threaten Ponzinibbio, trying not to let him know what he's doing. Left jab to the body from Ponzinibbio. It sounded nice. It was a nice thud, but didn't do anything much to Holland, not visibly. He's staying with him. Okay, attempted head kick. He's working up to something. He's throwing leg kicks. He's throwing feints to the body, and now he's going up to the head. He's trying to play that Leon Edwards. Okay, attempted body kick from Ponzinibbio was mostly blocked. So Holland's just kind of skipping around outside by the cage, playing the Adesanya game a little bit, just trying to stay away from the hands of Ponzinibbio. It looks like, I mean, has Holland lost like his last 6? I can't remember. It seems like he's being very, 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 very careful. It just seems like he's trying to do everything that he can. It seems like he's just trying to win this fight by decision. This guy probably really, really, really needs a win inside the cage because I know he wins a lot of fights in the dojo with trolls and stuff like that. Or like he'll catch like purse thieves. Okay, he lost his last 2. Okay, he won a couple before that. Then it was a no contest, lost to. So I guess he just seems like he's lost more just because of just who he is and just being like kind of loserish in general with a lot of the things that happen in his life and career. But he's actually won 2 out of the last 4. So there's that. Just don't go too far back because then there's a no contest and 2 more losses. Okay, there's a right hand and a left hand from Santiago. Then another right hand. Ooh, nice solid leg kick from Ponzinibbio, but then he catches the left from Holland. Really soft inside leg kick from Holland. Woo, nice combo from Ponzinibbio. Wait, you didn't even say anything? What? Oh, Holland knocks him down. Holland knocked him down. Ponzinibbio's going for the leg lock. That was kind of like when Adesanya. Nah, not really. It's kind of like when Adesanya knocked Whitaker down at the end of the first round, but not really because Ponzinibbio immediately went into the leg lock. Hey. I'm just trying to make sure, Travis Woodbury. I don't think you said anything. I don't think you said anything at all. All right, there they go. Let me check one more time. Travis, okay. Well, now you got me all frustrated. Travis Woodbury. So I'm gonna have to let this marinate a little bit more. You didn't even say anything. What? Oh my gosh. It's so dark in here. We are in round 2. Kick from Ponzinibbio again. Holland, when Ponzinibbio closes in that distance, Holland's right there with the left hand. His reach is so long. Holland threatening the takedown just to throw off Ponzinibbio. I don't think Holland really wants to take down. Holland throwing that inside leg kick just to remain a threat, just to keep him back a little bit, just to keep him awake. Holland throws a left. That wasn't even that was like a slap. His hand was completely open. By the way, does anybody know anything about these new gloves? Supposedly they got the new gloves that are like the ones that who's Usman's striking coach? Trevor Whitman. Supposedly they got the kind of gloves like that Trevor Whitman was always talking about that actually close your hand and don't stick out. First of all, why did the UFC finally decide to do that? I thought they were against it forever. And number 2, are they actually the Trevor Whitman glove, or is he going to sue them and they actually stole his idea? Because I know he's been talking about that forever. Joe Rogan's been talking about it. They need to get the Trevor Whitman glove. They need to make a deal with Trevor Whitman. Did they figure out a way to make their own glove like that and leave Trevor Whitman out of the loop? Or is it actually the Trevor Whitman glove? That would be crazy if they just took his idea. I think I missed a couple things. Hold up. Don't worry, there's nothing going on in the fight but leg kicks. Farksad ID, member for a month. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Much more months to come. Much more to come. Timothy Ellsworth, here's to support the channel. P.S. I got Burns and Pereira for the win. Like-minded. I mean, even when I was making my prediction, and even when I say Burns, I'm like, isn't it just common sense? but like for both of them. But still, like-minded. It feels good, right? I agree. Thank you, Timothy Ellsworth. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for helping out. Thank you for being here. I like the way you think. Blair Davis. Kind of loserish in general. I was like, in the moment, I'm like, how do I? That's kind of like the lens I have, I guess. Because it's like, well, I guess he won. And then he won, but then why does he still feel like a loser? Like, why does that supposed to feel like a meme all the time? And that's just like the only way that I could think of articulating it. I think it works. I might use that more often in life. Pride style gloves. Yeah, Rosa's lost. The timer is 4. Yeah, it sounds like there's not even a fight because I'm not talking about it. It's because it's boring. There's nothing but leg kicks and Kevin Holland trying to keep the kickboxing distance with Ponzinibbio. He's not letting Ponzinibbio in. Every once in a while, Ponzinibbio is landing a solid leg kick, and then Holland catches him with the left jab. It's just the same thing the last couple rounds. There's a teep from Holland. Ponzinibbio dancing around by the cage. Holland threatens a teep, throws a left hand. Ponzinibbio lands a left jab. Holland lands a right and a left. Oh, Ponzinibbio, you got to do something if you close that distance. Holland has his back up against the cage. Ooh, it looked like Ponzinibbio was oil checking that fool from the front. That's disrespectful. Dang, he's getting creative with it. Yeah, that's messed up. They really took Trevor Whitman's. I mean, I know that's like saying, oh, they really took an idea that's super obvious that they should have been doing forever from this other guy. Like, I know it seems like anyone could come up with that idea because it seems like it was a smart thing from the start. But the point is, Trevor Whitman is the dude that's been doing this forever. And they really just went and did it without him. That would be dirty. So right now, Holland made Ponzinibbio miss like real big. He was like throwing haymakers. And then Holland just like went like this to someone outside the cage, probably Dana White. He's just emoting. And again, if you're just showing up here because you're frustrated and you don't know how to use the internet and you haven't been successful in finding a pay-per-view link, and now you're relying on me to give you the colorful commentary and tell you exactly what's happening. My name is Jesse. I'm the founder and grandmaster of MMA, Mexican martial arts. I bring you weekly MMA content. I bring you predictions. I bring you breakdowns. I give you MMA math, sure, but more extensively than the MMA long division. This is the home of the MMA truthers. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna give it to you straight. I don't got anybody in my pockets. I don't get down like that. I instantly feel refreshed. But I just want to thank everybody for being here. Please consider liking the video. I got 1,000 people watching, but I only got 700 likes. What's up with that? Remember that skit? Ooh wee! What's up with that? What's up with that? Do you guys remember that? I'm not gonna tell you what it's from. Only the realists know. I'm telling you, it's pathetic, but it works. That is how YouTube has set up the machine. That's how YouTube has set up the machine. You like the video and they help me get more views and they push me on the recommended page. So I would appreciate it very much. You could literally turn my whole video and channel around by just going click, click. So thank you very much. It's appreciated. I tried to like my own video, but only let me do it one time. I'm just kidding. I didn't. That's lame. I have in the past. I'm not going to lie to you, but I did not like this one. I was just curious to see if it would let me like my own video, which is weird. It shouldn't let you like your own video. That's pathetic. Okay, so let's see if they do anything different in this round. Kevin Holland is backing up Ponzinibbio. No contact whatsoever. Technical battle between these two skilled warriors, says Charles Rosa. That's a very diplomatic way of saying boring. Great work again from Holland. I give him the second. 10-9. Okay, whatever, from John Morgan. Ponz, bunch of dudes just getting paid to say this boring stuff. It's always so funny when these MMA analyst type of guys show up on the screen saying the most bland stuff. Jay Smith! Jay Smith! Jay Smith! Scope out the membership tab for all the exclusives. We are only 70. We're 70. Thank you for making it a round number for me. Oh, wait, now you liked it again. We are 60. I think we're 61 people away from 1,000 likes. 61. Are you 61 people out there? Are there 61 of you out there that is just a thumb away from changing the course of this? This is taking way longer than I thought, for real. Okay, one person liked it. Okay. Okay, so there's a jab by Ponzinibbio. There's a leg kick by Holland. I mean, this is just a karate. This is just a point fight. It's a point fight. We are. Oh, we got 1,000. We got 1,000. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I could retire tonight now. I see 1,000. I feel good. Thank you. Thank you. That's good for a stream. It's good for anything. I don't want to get spoiled. Thank you very much. We hit the goals. We hit the goals. We hit the leg. We hit the goals. We hit the goal. You guys know what I'm talking about? You know what that is? I'm going to be honest. I love that song. I love that song. Whenever they play it, I want to download that song. I want them to put that song on Spotify. I love that song so much. Every time they play that, that's probably my favorite song that they play. Hey, thank you, Sinram Scott. That's crazy. Thank you. I really appreciate you liking. I know it's very easy to watch a video and not like it, so it means a lot. Well, Holland got it. Oh, Ponzinibbio's going, what are you doing? What are you doing, fool? No, Bergliano, what are you doing? Show the replay. Donald Trump's right there by Dana White. I thought for sure Kevin Holland was going to smack Donald Trump again across the face. I thought for sure he was going to do it. Donald Trump even had this weird posture like, it's over. It's over. He had this weird body language like, what's this guy going to do? I don't think he's been around that many black dudes in his life. Kevin Holland came up to talk to him and Dana White. He's like, oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, here it is. Boom! He leaps forward with the left hook, like Alex Pereira style. He leaps forward as Ponzinibbio was backing up. He had just got a kick caught. He looped out of it, was backing up, got caught. Ooh, it was fast. Here's the thing about certain stoppages. It was fast, but it wasn't early. It was fast, but it wasn't early. Now, I know that's like heavy stuff right there. That's pretty deep. That's deep stuff right there. It was fast, but it was not early. That was a very effective left hook. That fool turtled up, and then there was a shot or two after that. I mean, what you weren't gonna come back from that. You weren't gonna come back from that. Holland is going to Ponzinibbio, showing him love and telling him how much he hurt his feet, trying to be respectful. They give it to Ponzinibbio. They gotta just start doing stuff like that. Just go all in. Just double down. And I feel weird saying that because I feel like they've already doubled down with their crazy decisions, but even more so. Justin Champlin chipping in on a piece of the pay-per-view. Thanks, GM. Thank you. Thank you. I'm telling you, every time I order the pay-per-view, I'm like, oh snap, hey Marilena is good. It's good. Okay. So thank you for chipping in, and I could stay at a level where I could keep getting these pay-per-views, and I don't have to try to look for links on Reddit and get a virus. Thank you very much. Thank you, Justin Champlin. You literally are one of the people that helped this thing keep going and help me keep doing this. Now, look, we're finally in between fights, and I want to take a moment to say, oh my goodness, I don't understand it. What do you do for a living? Are you hiring? I'm so happy that you have a comfortable life and that you're able to do stuff like this. The fact that you're able to do stuff like this probably means that you're doing really good for yourself. And I'm very proud of you and I'm happy for you. Travis Woodbury just sent 300 big ones to my PayPal. Travis Woodbury just sent 300 big ones to my PayPal. I don't believe it. I don't understand it. So the month of, what are we in right now? The month of March was probably it was the month of March. Look, you guys have been with me. Look, if you're just here to watch fight commentary and you're just mad because you couldn't find the pay-per-view link and you just want to find out what's going on, you're probably gonna leave right now. You're gonna get bored because I'm gonna take a few minutes right now and I'm gonna talk to the real ones right now. I'm gonna take a few minutes and I'm gonna talk to the people that have been here and that have been through the ups and downs and that have seen me frustrated and that have seen the long live streams where I'm talking about all this stuff and how it goes wrong and hold on. I'm looking at the people in the audience right now. There's Mike Tyson with Kid Rock and Harry Potter. Okay, so look. I could tell you, you know how you've seen me through some rough times, right? I could tell you, March was the most successful month I've ever had on YouTube. Financially. I think like December or January was the most views I ever had because of shorts, but they didn't pay nothing. By the way, have you guys ever heard of Social Blade? It is so inaccurate. Let me go look at it right now, actually. Let me see what it says right now. Oh, all of a sudden I'm a B? I was a D like last week. Okay, so now it's more realistic, I guess. Social Blade, when it was December or January, I had the most views ever. I forgot how many millions of views it was I had in a single month. I never had that many. And I didn't make any money from that. Let me you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. I don't care. I want to know what month it was though that I had all those views. Where do I find that? I want to look up. Gosh, what month was it? Was it February? I think it was January. Because February is when they started monetizing them, huh? And I remember in February. No, February is when they were going to start monetizing them. And I was in January. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to start monetizing this and it's going to be crazy. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I had millions. I had like maybe close to 10 million. I can't remember views in. I can't remember. One video alone had like 8 million views, something like that. Maybe it spanned over a couple months and I can't remember. But that was January, I think. Most views ever. And in January, so in January, I had millions and millions of views, the most views ever. After doing this like 7 years, I had the most views ever. and I made. So I was a YouTuber getting millions and millions of views, and I made $2,040 that month. I don't know if that sounds like a lot to you. I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to I don't want to alienate anybody. I had millions and millions of views. I was getting that month, I had like 25,000 new subscribers, I think, from all my shorts, because that's what YouTube wanted. They're like, make shorts, make shorts, make shorts, make shorts. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll make shorts. And I got millions and millions of views, 25,000 subscribers in a month. I made $2,040. I could make more money working at Jack in the Box. I did make more money working at Jack in the Box back when I was going to college. And I made $2,040. Anyway, I said that to say this. This March was by no means like, oh, by the way, so the reason I was talking about Social Blade, the month I got, so in January, I was getting all those views, and according to Social Blade, it said I was making $400,000 a year. Because that's the way that he equated it. It was like YouTube, when you make this much, they pay this much per that. And this, people try to figure it out like that, by the way, doesn't work. Everyone has a different CPM. I guarantee you my CPM is different than Jesse on Fires and MMA Holes and MMA Guru and Chale Sonnen and MMA World. They're all different. All of our CPMs are different. If I get 1,000 views, I make different amount of money than Jesse on Fire, and a different amount of money than ESPN MMA, and a different amount of money than H3 Productions. Like, everyone gets different. So according to Social Blade, it said 400 grand a year. So me and Marilena were like, when they monetize the shorts in February, that's how much we're gonna make. And our lives are gonna change. Well, Social Blade doesn't know how to calculate because it doesn't have insider YouTube access. So the shorts started getting monetized, and I was getting like 20 cents per 1,000 views or something like unbelievably obscene. Anyway, I started saying all this to say this. I feel like I've been like demoralized and down and discouraged for years about the way the channel's been going, and by no means was March like making me rich or anything like that. It was just finally what I felt like my work. It finally felt like a job. Like, okay, the amount of time I put in, that I clocked in, it finally feels fair. And I felt good about that. Because I've never been trying to be like filthy rich or anything like that. I just want the work to feel like respected by, I just wanted to level out with what I'm bringing in, And March was the best month for that ever. And the whole reason I started saying this was because Travis Woodbury just gave me $300 to PayPal. And even though March was my most successful month ever, I still don't even get that money till like 3 weeks from now. So I'm still like crazy broke. And now I have $300 for stuff that I need. I took like an hour. I always do. I took like an hour just to say, hey, Travis, I'm just coming off my most successful YouTube month ever. They're finally paying me something I think is fair. But I can't even touch that till like the end of this month when they finally send it to me. But now I have this in my account that I could use for stuff, to buy stuff. So thank you, Travis. Look, when people drop an amount like this, I just feel like I'm going to take my time. And I'm not going to, man, it really bothers me when I see other YouTubers and they get a donation and they're like, oh, yeah, cool, thanks, all right. So anyway, and I'm like, wow. So I just want to tell you, Travis, like I said, I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm glad and I'm happy for you. And that's crazy. And you obviously put work in. And you being able to do something like this for somebody like me, it makes a gigantic difference. Just absolutely changes a whole window of time for me with what I can and can't do. So thank you. Mike Alfieri, it happened since you changed your category on the YouTube channel from comedy to sports. I wanted to tell you something, Mike. I wanted to tell you something. First of all, yes. I can't even remember. Was that something we talked about on the stream? Because I don't remember if there was something defining. I feel like something might be coming back to me now. I don't know. Because I don't want to not give credit if there's credit due. I don't remember if this was something talked about or whatever, but I did change my category. I had a lot of trouble with that at the beginning. By the way, fighters are walking out right now. I will commentate this fight. Don't trip. I had a lot of trouble with that at the start about what I should label my stuff, comedy or sports, because I felt like, from the start, I never wanted to be an analyst. I never wanted to be another MMA talking head. I wanted to entertain. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to make people laugh. I wanted it to be silly. So I was like, that's comedy. I don't want it to be thrown in here with all these other dudes that are like, well, actually, he had 71 leg kicks and the percentage of his strikes and this. And then when he fought this person in 2012, I thought that was boring. I don't want to be one of those MMA nerds. I want to have fun. And so I was like, comedy. And I was real stubborn about that. But then at the end of the day, I was like, I think that's how people are going to find me. So then I switched it over. And the thing I wanted to tell you, Mike, is I remember you left a comment on something. I can't remember where it was. You left a comment somewhere about the Below the Beanie YouTube channel and how it was listed under people and vlogs or something like that. Yeah, I looked it up right now on Social Blade. It still says that. I changed it. To sports. And it won't register. It won't change. So I was going to go on and chat on YouTube and be like, hey, where's the disconnect? How come? Like, I think it's hurting my channel. And I haven't uploaded on there for a while now because I've just been spending so much time on just trying to make the main channel videos as good as I possibly can. I haven't really figured out a workflow yet to let me comfortably get back to this one. But I wanted to change it on there too, and it just won't take. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's crazy how the categories can make such a difference. So we got Font and Yanez right now. Who do you guys got? Who do you got? By the way, the video that I uploaded just 10 hours ago this morning, has 79,000 views. That is unprecedented for me. Unprecedented. I'm telling you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up and clicking on all that stuff. Just 10 hours ago, it has 79,000 views with a 9.2 click-through rate. That's astonishing. 9.2? That's crazy. That means people are clicking on that video when it shows up. So I just want to thank you for helping those numbers get so high. And I got like 1,000 subscribers just today from that one video. You guys are really showing up today. Oh, it says 73. See, it's showing me the back end view. So right here it says, let me see. I could give you the actual number. 70. Look at how technical it gets. 79,744. It just takes a while to upload publicly, I guess. Man, that's so flavorful. As well as refreshing. So are you ready? Oh, no, the fight clock. Oh, no. I feel like this was going to be fast, but I don't know. Big right hand from Font right there. Who's the fan favorite? I think everybody likes Font, huh? Hey, Steve, how much do you get from merch sales? The merch is basically just like, look, I don't want to. I appreciate it. Like, I actually logged onto there today, and there was $42 in there, and I was happy because someone actually bought a hoodie a couple of days ago, and then someone bought another hoodie. The easy answer is I do not make a lot from merch because of the way it's set up, and I don't have the capital to make the merch up front and then have good, what do they call it, profit. So I have to work with a company that prints it all and sends it all and does all that stuff. So I just get a tiny cut from that. It's mostly just for the people to represent and just enjoy the stuff, hopefully. But that's definitely not the prime. That's like by far not the primary way for me to make money. I would have to jack up the prices to make a decent profit, and the prices just get dumb at that point. I don't want to do that. I even feel like they're high right now, and I'm barely making like $5 off of whatever thing, and they're already too high. The Teespring jacked up the prices. Juan Martinez, thank you for joining the YouTube memberships. Scope the membership tab for exclusives. Thank you, Juan. So Font is getting busted up, supposedly. His eye is already starting to swell. This seems like one of those fights where like nobody wants anybody to lose, and it's kind of like it's almost like the same dude, kind of. It's kind of like when Poirier fights Gaethje. Woo! Big combo from Font. Oh man, he gave him that bold Font. He underlined it and everything. Oh, big right hand from Font. Oh, he italicized it on that one. Oh, man. Good head movement from Font. Left hand, right hand from Font. Oh, right hand from Font. Yanez is on his back. He's asleep. Keith Peterson, what are you doing? He was getting that fool in his sleep like if he was Freddy Krueger. What are you doing, Keith Peterson? Font kept beating that fool in his dreams. He was waking him up like an alarm clock. He was giving him the Mo Howard. He said, hey, wake up and go back to sleep. Hey, wake up and go back to sleep. That's what he was giving on. And Keith Peterson was just, what happened to no nonsense? Wow. Who's Yanez cussing at? Is he cussing at Keith Peterson? He was mad. He was like, he's having a hard time with this. Oh, man. Boom, left, right. Where is it? Left on the chin, and then he kept them. Oh, where is it at? Ooh, big right hook on the jaw. Boom! He wasn't even looking at it. He was in the middle of trying to throw his own combo. Went to his back. He's looking right at him. He looks like he's thinking about putting his hands up. Hammer fist, hammer fist. So he was throwing his own right hook, trying to follow with the left and the right. He wasn't looking. He got caught swinging. And then right hand, left hammer fist, left hammer fist, left hammer fist, left hammer fist. Keith Peterson still hasn't seen enough. Left hammer fist. There he goes. But who was Yanez mad at? Who was he yelling at right now? Was he just getting like Yair Rodriguez? He just wants to be mad at somebody? Is Yanez yelling at Bisping? Yanez is not taking this well. He is not taking this well. Man. Maybe the UFC felt like they had to compensate for that early Ponzinibbio stoppage. So they waited a little while longer for Yanez. Why is Yanez so mad? Are you mad at yourself? Adam B, thank you for joining the YouTube membership. Scope the tab, exclusive content, extra videos, Discord link, emojis. Thank you, Adam B. Thank you for helping the family grow. Well, yeah, now Yanez is hugging him, showing love. So maybe he's just mad at himself. Rob Font. Um, let me look at the itinerary right here. Who do we got coming up next? Um, Talking about super confident with his jab hand. He gets the jab hand going. He's taking anybody out. Oh, wow. We're already at Burns and Masvidal next. I didn't know we were that close. Oh, my goodness. Um, Yeah, Fon's looking at the replay. He's like, I didn't even know it was that one. Let's go. Like, I don't even remember how it happened. He was all excited watching it. Rob Font. What's his little, is he on the streak right now or has it been a while? Oh, wait, was he a boxer? Why is he holding a boxing looking bout? Was he a boxer? So he lost to Marlon Vera. He lost to Aldo. Okay, but he won 4 in a row before that. And the 2 ones that he lost were decision. Giannis, I feel like, was he probably on a streak? He seemed really. Hey, that looks like the dude from Home Alone. Who is that? Cole Hauser? He looks like one of the sticky bandits. Hey, doesn't he? Man, why does everybody dress so weird? I don't know what's wrong with people in 2023. Everybody dresses so goofy. Wow, Giannis. Dang, I forgot about Amanda Nunes. How has she not had to relinquish her bout? Is she gonna fight again or what? She looks like she weighs 250 right now. She's coming in heavier than Pereira. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, Yanez was on a 9-fight winning streak. Wow. There's Burns warming up. Burns is all smiles. He's having a good time back there. This is just a bad mix for Masvidal. Masvidal is just like a toe-to-toe. I mean, he is what he is. He remains the thing that he was good at from the start. Fine. Congratulations. He's a good toe-to-toe backyard brawler. That's respectable. You go toe-to-toe with some nobody at CVS or Walmart or whatever, you're going to get a highlight. They're going to put you on TikTok. Like, good for you. But Burns, I mean, he's dangerous on the feet. He's crisp. He's clean. He picks his shots. He's dangerous on the canvas. Masvidal is just going to go out there. I don't understand it. I think the bar is just so low in MMA for striking. You just hear an anecdote or two, or you see someone, you hear someone talk about how they boxed, or you see them hitting the heavy bag, and all of a sudden they're a boxer. You hear about all this Nate Diaz boxing, Masvidal striking and boxing, but then you see them fight, and it's like, the Resident Evil remake came out already, part 4. Dang it, I haven't even finished part 3. I barely finished 2. Oh my gosh. I need to figure out my workflow so I can start gaming again. Masvidal shouldn't be allowed to fight on pay-per-view for real. um Are they gonna show us a bunch of B-roll and try to hype up the fight? Oh my gosh. Seriously, Masvidal retiring tonight. Let me try to get some of these up. Let me try. They just said that he put Miami on the map. Okay, how do I? Okay, there we go. Go play Warzone with Sugar Shane. Warzone doesn't look. I don't like games that you got to play with people. You know what? I was listening to every once in a while when I'm like just doing stuff around the house, I try to click on stuff that's like kind of out of my world. I just like I have to listen to something that's non-MMA related, or I gotta get out of like, you have these circles of things that you listen to. And sometimes it's like I want to break free. I just want to listen to something new, just kind of get out of the loop a little bit. And sometimes I'll just scroll and look for the most random thing. And I saw some video about something Sigma. And I was like, you know what? I'm always hearing about Sigma, Alpha, Beta, all this stuff. And for real, I don't know what any of it means. Every time I hear someone use a word like Sigma, Beta, I'm always like, dude's a loser. If that's some of your vocabulary and you're like defining people by that, you're a loser. Or like, are you in high school or what? So, but I saw it and something about the thumbnail intrigued me. And it said something about Sigma. And I was like, I'm going to see what this is. I'm always hearing people throw these words around. I want to know what it means. And I clicked on it and I listened to like the whole 9-minute video. And I was like, I'm a Sigma. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, like horoscopes and stuff like that. Like, but for what it's worth, whatever, all the foolishness, I was like, they're talking about me. And the reason I bring that up is because I'm definitely that whole like lone wolf. I don't want to have nothing to do with anything. I'm going against the grain. Everybody wants to dress all goofy. I think that looks stupid. I'm not going to do that. Everybody likes this kind of song and that kind of music and that fashion. I think that's stupid. I don't care. I'm doing my own thing. Everybody likes this new TV show and that movie, and that's dumb. Like, just completely everything they said, I was like, that's me. And I'm just saying that because you brought up Warzone, and that reminded me of that. I don't like games that not only that I have to play with other people, but that there's even a possibility. Like, I know people that will get like on things like that. They'll get on like Warzone, they'll get on Fortnite, they'll get on whatever game that other people could join. And as soon as they get on, they're like, oh, this guy joined me, or now this my homie joined me, or this friend joined me. And I'm like, I could already feel my anxiety. I'm like, oh man, if I was playing a game that the moment I hopped on, other people started hopping on and joining me and they knew I was playing, my stomach would start hurting. Like, I would leave. Every time I'm ever on anything like that, like, I always have all my stuff set like that. I remember even on MySpace or on my PlayStation Network, I always have everything, my settings, so that people don't know when I'm on, because I never want anyone to join me. I would hate playing a game that I had to play with other people. I like playing like games that I could just play for hours all by myself, because that's how I unwind. I need that alone time. I have to have my alone time. I'm not like a social butterfly, you know? I need to play a game that I could sit there in a closet and people forgot about me because I'm just playing for days. That's the kind of game I like. Turtle Man from Gather Spawn, play Elder Scrolls. I've seen so many clips of that game and I'm so intrigued. I would love to play that game. I always see trailers and stuff like that. Like, some of you guys don't understand how much I like playing video games. And maybe it sounds lame, but it's just the truth. There's so many trailers and things that pop up on YouTube sometimes. And I'm like, man, one day when I figure out my life and like I get help editing or something, I'm going to play that game. There was one, what was it called? I can't remember. Like, there was some game I saw a while back before like PS5 even came out. It was like Project something. I thought it was like people that were like robots, or they were like AI or so. I don't know. Does that sound familiar to anyone? It was Project something or something Project. Oh, I don't even know if Project's the right word. I thought it said Phoenix or something in it. No, not Cyberpunk. I bought that game and it was like the worst game I've ever played. That game was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah, coming out to that Scarface music still is like, what are you doing, dude? Detroit, Phoenix. It was Detroit, right? That was it. I wanted to play that game. I don't know if anyone's played it, but that game was bad. Oh, by the way, I wanted to do this. Oh, I want to do this before the fight starts. I wanted to I also wanted to shout out. Let me say the right name right here. I also wanted to shout out John Robot. I wanted to shout out John Robot big time. John Robot and Albert Bailey. I wanted to say thank you very much to John Robot. Big thank you. Big thank you to John Robot and Albert Bailey for sending money to the PayPal. They sent it in the off time, and I wanted to make sure to shout them out on stream. I want to say thank you very much. Really a big help. Thank you. So Detroit, Chef X Hyro, it's a good game. Burns is coming out now. Lucid Vibe Media. How much money in March? Punk versus Masvidal. WM40. WM40. How much in March? Punk versus Masvidal. WM40. I should know what that means. WrestleMania? I snorted. That's embarrassing. How much money in March? Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this. I'm going to tell you because it doesn't affect me at all. It doesn't hurt me. I don't have any reason to not share it. Look, I'm very much aware of something. And people that don't understand this are delusional. I'm very much aware of the fact that I do as well as I do. And I make, aside from like, God's providence, I make as much as I do. And I do as well as I do because of you guys. I'm not paid by Netflix. I'm not paid by Hulu. I'm not paid by Comedy Central. I'm not paid by UFC or ESPN. My videos do well if you like them, if you watch them, if you comment on them, if you share them. I'm very much aware that money that I make is because you guys showed up and helped me out. I can't do it on my own. I couldn't make the last 5 videos that I've made that I've taken off. I could have made all those videos and you guys just didn't watch them and comment and like them. I've made videos before and they just fell dead. But you guys showed up and you made them successful. So the least I could do is tell you. So let me give you some context here. March was my most financially successful month ever. And this might be lame. And I kind of don't like putting this out there because there's probably a bunch of other creators that are going to be like, and they probably make way more than me. I don't know. But I just let the work speak for itself. You guys see what I do? And I don't know, hopefully I'll be judged that way and not by what I make. In March, this was my most successful month ever financially. I have never made money like this before. I want that to be clear. This is a big deal for me. And some of you are gonna be like, some of you are gonna hear this and be like, dang. Other you are gonna hear this and be like, oh, that's sad. The most money I've ever made in a single month on YouTube in March was $6,800. So I'll let you decide if that's fair. You could look at my last uploads, 100,000, 100,000, 300,000. 90 something, like all the work I've done, the streams, whatever. That's what it was. Okay. But let me tell you something. That was March, right? $6,857.68. All right. In February, I made $1,500. I made $1,500 that month. $1,547. In January, I made $2,040. In December, I made $2,600. So there you go. I don't know what that'll mean to you, but there it is. I never thought I would give those kind of numbers ever, and I might regret it, but that's what it is. Is that money taxed? Well, I mean, YouTube takes out their fat cut to begin with, and then it's taxed in the sense that, like, because I don't know what I'm considered, self-employed, entrepreneur, whatever. I have to pay all that back to the IRS or whatever. Yeah, like it's taxed at the end of the year, you know, just like anyone that runs a business or whatever. I have to pay all of the taxes on that. And currency, that's what drives me crazy. There's other people that I did it to myself. I made a difficult format. There's other people who turn the mic on and they go, and that's all there is to it. But that's not what I do. And when I try to do it, people don't show up because it looks like I'm being lazy. So I burn myself. I see comments right here. I see donations that I will get. I'm just going to start this clock right here, but I will get them after the first round. All right. I'm not forgetting anybody. Masvidal bouncing off the cage like if he's going to Ben Askren again. Woo! There we go. Orthodox position for both of them. Just bouncing around a little bit. Masvidal shadow boxing a little bit, throwing out that jab, trying to be distracting. You know you're going to come forward with something. I knew it. He came forward with the right leg kick. He's just trying to distract, trying to find some distance. Anik is saying that Masvidal brought in a bunch of wrestlers for his training to practice for this, but Burns probably going to want to tee up on him, huh? What are we going to do, Burns? I heard Burns talking about how he watched like he was doing that MMA long division. He was watching a bunch of tape, bunch of DVDs, bunch of Blu-rays. He was finding out everything that he could about Masvidal. He's like, he does good at this. He's not good at that. So I'm not going to waste my energy on this. I'm not going to waste time doing that. So like, he's going in with a really intelligent game plan. It sounds like he's not just going in like, here's a dude in front of me. I'm just going to, give him my best. He's thinking about all the attributes and the shortcomings of Masvidal. There's a left hand from Burns. And I'm doing all this talking and all this filler right here because nothing's going on, all right? I'm giving you the colorful commentary, but there's not really any play-by-play right now. I knew the canvas looked different for some reason. It's because they put a big old can. Usually they just have the logo. It kind of looks cool. There's a left hand from Burns again. Left hand from Burns. It's just a jab. He's just trying to get in there. He's not doing any damage. Ooh, 1-2 from Burns. It looked like that one made contact. And Masvidal smiling, putting his tongue out, but he was doing the same thing before Masvidal knocked him out. Before Usman knocked him out. Burns trying to lunge forward with that right hand. Masvidal backs up, lands a leg kick. They're just wasting time right now. Nobody's doing anything. Probably a good time to hydrate myself. Ooh, so good. That was a nice body kick from Burns. Masvidal coming forward with the combo and ends it with the right kick. The crowd goes crazy, but Burns is like, that's all you got. Burns is going back and forth, trading stances, trying to find out what works best. There's a leg kick from Masvidal, tries a left hook. Burns ducks under it. Leg kick from Burns. Attempted kick to the body from Burns. Masvidal blocks it. Burns thinking about the takedown. Masvidal is backing up, not letting it happen. Just a lot of skipping around, hopping around. This might just be one of those typical feeling outs, and then we're going to come back into round 2, ready to do the thing. Wow, good thing that right hand didn't land from Masvidal. Burns ducked under it. He was thinking about going for the takedown. Masvidal stuffed it. Burns coming forward, swinging haymakers, looking like Rosenstrike. You got to think about it. Kick to the body from Burns. Maybe just play that game. Wear him down. Land leg kicks, land body kicks. You've been successful with those so far. Burns just can't land the hands yet. Masvidal kind of got that shell shock too. He's probably going to try to be a little bit, apprehensive because he doesn't want to get knocked out again. Burns still trying to get through with that jab. Did Masvidal get a new tattoo? Woo, right hand looked nice. Landed from Burns, but Masvidal just kept coming forward. He's throwing through a flying knee, but nothing's really landing clean. Right hand from Burns. Miss a left hand. Masvidal backed up. Masvidal playing it pretty close to the cage. Right hand from Burns. He's going to get you on the cage and knock you down, Masvidal. What you doing? Leg kick from Burns. Catches a right hand on the chin. What was that, Burns? He had like some weird jumping movement going forward and then he got socked in the face. And then he socked Masvidal in the face and he stuck his tongue out. And that's a bad thing. When they try compensating it like that, that means they're hurt. Burns going for the takedown and he gets it at the end of the round. Masvidal's on his back. And he starts throwing these little distraction blows. Hey, stop. Burns started throwing a bunch of hammer fists going crazy at the end. Masvidal gets up, sticking his tongue out, trying to look like he doesn't have a care in the world. Old man still can. Small donation from another introvert. I prefer games with great storylines and don't require interacting with other players too. Love the new videos, GM. That's the same way, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's the same way it is for me. I can sit down with Resident Evil or something like that. I used to sit down with Grand Theft Auto back in the day, but hey, it's hard. It's getting hard to play games like that with the kids running around, It's getting hard to play. It's like, hey, wait, hold on. I'm on my way to kill the drug dealer, but first I have to give a right to this prostitute. And then it's like, hey, well, hold up, man. It's like, what am I doing here? It's just not a good example. I don't know. It's like, hold up. Let's just go kill some zombies because zombies are objectively bad. They should be killed, Yeah, I love the storylines. A good storyline, man. I love it. So I know some homies, they just skip through the cutscenes. They get all impatient. I'm like, what are you doing? That's why I'm playing. I'm playing the game so I can sit here and watch the cutscene. It's like the most exciting part. I love the storylines. Oh, the fight clock. Oh, there we go. Gilbert lands a left hand on the chin. He lands a right leg kick. He followed. Woo! He sat Masvidal down with the right uppercut. Masvidal gets up going, hey! Why are you happy, dude? Why are you happy? Are you just thinking about the paycheck? Burns is going to sit him down. Burns is too good to not sit him down right now. He has him around the legs. Yeah, he sat him down. Masvidal's on his back. There's 4.5 minutes. Masvidal's already on his back. Burns, if you don't tap out Masvidal right now, then just leave and don't even fight the third. you're on top with 4.5 minutes. Oh, Masvidal was hitting the back of the head. Mark thinks he's Goddard how to get his wrist and say, hey, don't hit him on the back of the head. Masvidal literally did it again right now. Burns, if you don't do something with this, Masvidal stuck on the bottom. Masvidal keeping him in the guard. The crowd is booing. Burns throwing shots to the ribs. Masvidal keeping him close so he doesn't have any space to throw elbows. Burns trying to get up, trying to throw an elbow, but it's kind of muddied up. He doesn't have a clean shot at it. The crowd is getting impatient. Burns gonna roast that Cuban sandwich. Hey, Morcoliao! I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Hey, Shauna Allen, I'm gonna screenshot that. I love PC games. I need to get a PC. Because it's not, if you've ever tried to play a PC game on a Mac, you know a new level of frustration. Most of the time they don't work, and if they do, it's like the glitchiest thing ever. So yeah, I need to get a PC at some point in my life. When I was a kid, I had a PC and I missed the PC games. Masvidal is just gonna stay in the on his back the whole time. Burns is still in the guard. Hey, you're a black belt, dude. Did they just give you a black belt for free like they gave to Pereira? Are you gonna be able to do anything with it? I know Masvidal's not a BJJ black belt. You really can't submit this backyard brawler with your BJJ black belt? Wow. Masvidal tried to roll out of it, but Burns didn't let him go. Masvidal got back to his feet. Burns still has him around. He still got that seatbelt. He still has him around the midsection. He's still hugging him. Still got the back. Just drop him again. Get another takedown. There he goes. Masvidal's down again. And he's crawling to the cage. Masvidal he's thinking about getting him in a guillotine, but he knows that, there's nothing there. Burns' position is so good and tight that if Masvidal thinks about a guillotine from right there, it's not going to make any kind of an impact whatsoever. Yeah, everybody's booing. They got to be booing Burns, right? Because they want him to stand on their feet and trade. But yeah, it's fun to see people tee off, but also just grapple. Masvidal, learn. You're in MMA, you're not in boxing. Go to BKFC. He is going to go to BKFC, isn't he? That makes the most sense for him. If BKFC was a thing before he went to UFC, he probably would have went to that, and he probably would have been way more successful. Hey, there's a lot of people oil checking from the front today. I'm telling you, it's epidemic. That's disrespectful. It's a whole different kind. That's different. It's like a harsher kind of visual. Whoa. Masvidal's throwing haymakers at the wind. And then he got a kick caught. Masvidal is like, what is this? Desperation? Is this sluggishness? What are you doing? He attempted a flying knee. Burns got out of the way, landed a big right hand. Okay, it's definitely 2-0 Burns, right? It's definitely 2-0 Burns. There's no way it's not. There's no way. I want to say thank you, Timothy Ellsworth. Thank you for contributing to the stream. Hoser the guy, thank you. Thank you for the donation. I'm telling you guys, too, these donations are going to I'm going to do some upgrades. I need to buy a new microphone. I'm going to buy myself a nice little Rode microphone. And I think I'm going to try to get a couple of lights that'll help. Like, it's just always so dark. It just looks so weird. I want to make some adjustments. I want to make some improvements. Things are going in the direction where I want to put back into the channel a little bit and just make things as tight as possible. Lucid Vibe Media, 6,857 and 68 cents. Here's $2 more. Let's go. Every penny counts. Every penny counts. Thank you, Lucid Vibe Media. It's adding up. It's adding up. It all matters. Thank you. Mr. McFeely, keep grinding, GM. We see you. Thank you, Mr. McFeely. Keep those feelers out. Keep those feelers out because I'm going to keep providing. I'm going to keep producing. I'm going to keep being here. Thank you, Mr. McFeely. Thank you. All right, here we go. Leg kick from Masvidal. Woo! Left, right from Burns. It looked like he landed the right, but it was a bad camera angle. Jab landed from Masvidal. Inside leg kick from Masvidal. Leg kick from Burns. Jab missed from Masvidal. Burns tries to leap forward with the right. Masvidal sees it coming a mile away. Well, I mean, I would say Masvidal probably has to finish it in this round or Burns gets it. But again, forget doing that. Doesn't matter. The judges could change everything at the very end and nothing that we thought mattered will matter. Bunch of shadow boxing from Masvidal. Leg kick from Masvidal. Burns hopping around. I thought Burns was going to be more confident in his striking. I really thought that he would go in there and he would trade with Masvidal. He definitely seems hesitant to do so. He's really spinning sidekick to the body from Masvidal. Attempted head kick. Burns blocks it. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought Burns was going to be teeing off. There's a nice left hook from Burns. Left jab from Burns. Jab from Burns. Okay. Are you hearing me, Burns? We got the telekinesis. There's another left from Burns. That look, unless he just made... Oh! He got stunned! I was going to say, unless he's just playing games, Masvidal looked like he was even getting stunned from the jab, and then Burns lands a right hand, and Masvidal was like... Ugh. Inside leg kick from Burns. Oh, he got stunned again. It happened so fast, I don't even know if that was a right or a left. Another left from Burns. Oh, Masvidal, it's over. It's over. Time has visited this man. He just threw a 1-2 and it was just so slow and didn't touch anything. There's a right hand from Burns. Another overhand right from Burns. Ooh, uppercut from Burns. Right hand, left hand from Burns. The way Masvidal's laughing and smiling, it looks like he's already checked out. Left hand from Burns. It's like he's already happy. Like, I've had a good life. I'm going to take my money. I'm going to play with my cards, have my card business. Right hand. Yeah, Masvidal's just taking it. Like, it's like he just wants one last blowout. It's just, it's like he just gave up. It seems like he's just trying to have one last exciting go at it on the main stage, and that's it. He's happy. He's like, what more could I ask for? I got millions. I got millions watching me. I'm in the cage. This is the life. Left hand hook from Burns. Left jab from Burns. Overhand right from Burns. Left hook from Burns. Couple misses from both of them. Left to the body from Masvidal. Right hand landed from Masvidal. Yeah, Masvidal makes a bad mistake. Bad body positioning. Burns goes for the takedown. But Masvidal does a decent job of stopping it. Doesn't look like he's going to get the takedown unless he does some work for it now. Masvidal has his back against the cage. Burns looking for the trip, but immediately gets stepped out of. Masvidal turns it around to put Burns on the cage, but Burns immediately turns it around, puts Masvidal on the cage, and gets him on his back. Masvidal's on his back. Maybe just let him go out like this at this point. Don't choke him out. Maybe he kind of deserves it after what he did to Ben Askren, huh? I mean, hey, you're going to knock out Ben Askren, good for you. But when he was playing dead and all that, it was a little much. So maybe submit him. Maybe choke him out. Yeah, Masvidal's just stuck on the bottom. He seemed to forget that this is an MMA fight, and maybe he should have prepared for this position, especially against a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, against more specifically Gilbert Burns. Looks like Masvidal's thinking about maybe trying to get a Kimura or something. I don't know. It's sad, really. Burns taking the back. It's kind of like a basketball game. Like when you're up 30 points and you got the ball, just keep dribbling. Like just get up and go to your corner, Burns. It feels kind of bad. It just feels bad at this point. Just walk back to your prime hydration zone. Yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Oh, Masvidal's raising his hands. Don't do it. Don't do it, Masvidal. Don't raise your hands. Don't go out being delusional. Justin Champlin says Assassin's Creed games. See, here's the problem with me. I would love to play Assassin's Creed. It's been on my radar for so long, but I'm really nostalgic. Instead of doing that, I'll play Resident Evil like over and over again. And because Resident Evil has like 300 different games and installments, I play like all those. And then I was playing like all the Grand Theft Autos and all the extensions, and then I play them again, and then Fallout. So I just never made my way to Assassin's Creed. Isam El Samad! Foxy, dum, da, dum, dum, dum. Foxy, dum, da, dum, dum. What's up, Assam? Thank you. Thank you for the sticker. Brahimith, good month for a new record, GM. Super happy to see success for you. Yes, I'm an April Fool. I'm an April Fool. It's in my blood. So it's a happy time. They're cutting off his gloves. They're cutting off his gloves. Thank you, Brahimith. It has felt good. It has felt rewarding. It feels good to not feel like a foolish idiot for doing the hard work that I do. Mike Espinosa. Mike Espinosa, very first super chat from Mike. I appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing. Thank you, Mike Espinosa. Lots of love shown. Lots of love shown. Watch they give it to Masvidal. That would be funny. Unanimous. Oh man, I thought they were gonna say Masvidal. I'm so traumatized. The J4RYD. You're my go-to for updates when I don't buy the pay-per-view. Thanks, Hey, thank you. Does that stand for Jared? Thank you so much. Hey, I had my go-tos as well. So I know what that means. And it's very special to me. Thank you. It feels good. It's an honor to be somebody's go-to like that. Thank you very much. Thank you to Jared. Burns showing a lot of love, saying that Masvidal's still the king, and he's the one that brought it back to Miami. Timothy Ellsworth. GM, do you think Masvidal's considering retirement because of the boxing money coming in right now, so he doesn't have to fight? What do you think? I don't think so. I guess anything's possible. Personally, I don't think so. And my reason for that is, I know there's a part of me that thinks that Masvidal is not delusional, that thinks he's actually a smart businessman and knows that certain fights he was in, there's no way he was going to win, but he's calling out Edwards and Covington. I'm not taking no other fight, only the title fight. I'm coming for you. I think Masvidal's probably more of a businessman than a delusional psychopath. I don't think there's any way he thinks he has a chance at professional boxing. I think it's got to be for other ventures, other things that he could do and go into. I don't think there's any way that Masvidal would think that he would stand a chance. So I don't think so. Masvidal saying he loves everybody. After Joe Rogan asked him if he's going to retire, he's like, first of all, I love everybody. this is where I started my career. It's been a long 20 years, 50 something fights. Sometimes your favorite basketball player doesn't have the 3-pointer anymore. Favorite quarterback loses that rifle. I don't feel the same when I'm in here anymore. I love all of you. Came here 20 years ago, chased this dream, 50 something fights later. Hopefully I inspired someone in here to fight for theirs, no matter what it is. If it's in the sports world, if it's in the entertainment world, if it's whatever world, 9 to 5. I love everybody. I love the sport. I'm a multi-millionaire. I didn't have anything when I started. I'm good for life now. 20 long years. I love you guys. You had a fantastic career. It's been an honor to call the fights. I'm a huge fan. I've appreciated everything you've done. And he's saying greatest president in the history of the world city right there. I love that guy. We also got the greatest governor in Florida. Let's keep Florida free. A red state. The last thing he does in a cage, the last thing Masvidal does in a cage is start a "Let's Go Brandon" chant. He's hugging his kid and crying. Man, that's heartbreaking. I heard him telling his son, I'm sorry. Man, that's heartbreaking. Man. Oh, man. Man, that's the tough part right there. Because you got to imagine the things he probably told his son, I'm going to win. I promise I'm going to win. I'm going to bring a win. And then just having to apologize to him. Man, that's rough. Man. I don't think he's thinking about boxing, though. He would have to be like uber crazy delusional. I think he's it just happens. I heard DC saying something like this earlier, actually, where it happens in the sport, where you could take losses and still not lose fans. You could take losses and still have people ride with you if you already have enough in the bank with them. If you have already done enough to get them on your side. Like Conor McGregor keeps losing, but he still has his fan base that's going to be with them forever. Masvidal keeps losing, but he had that certain fan base. Adesanya could do whatever stupid thing. He's still going to have that fan base. I think Masvidal, because of that little time where he struck lightning, he has enough people that he appealed to that they're going to be there with him when he's starting this or that business, when he's showing up, doing events, and he's like trying to sell his memorabilia on eBay, and showing up to events and signing autographs and stuff like that. So I think that's gonna be kind of like the window for him now. Hari Asokan! Thank you. All love, respect. Thank you for your contribution. Sancho 6'9", Grandmaster, I'm checking in late, but how did Calvin Gastelum look in his fight? He looked amazing. He looked unbelievable. I was very, very excited to watch him fight. This was a Gastelum that I feel like, I don't know if I want to say like the Adesanya fight or better. I got to pump my back. He looked great. He looked absolutely great. He couldn't have looked better. I will never understand. Like, there's two things. On one hand, I will never understand why he doesn't like lose the chubs. Like, you're a professional fighter. What are you doing? On the other hand, I got so much respect for that. Because you got all these dudes. Did you see Adesanya the other day when he was being interviewed by DC in the wig and all those people when they were dressed up like Miami Vice? And he looked like he was dead because of the weight cut. He looked weird. He looked sick. His eyes were all glassy. He looked terrible. And it's like Gastelum just rose up like he just finished a burrito. Like he doesn't even care. So that's respectable. Timothy Ellsworth. No, I meant game. Oh, no, I meant game bred boxing events. Well, definitely. Absolutely. That's the kind of thing I was talking about. I could see him using the. Oh my gosh. Do any of you ever pop your own back like this? Oh, it's not popping. Oh, it's not popping. Oh, I don't got the right angle right now. Sometimes when I don't have the right angle, I got to pop it on the counter. Let me see if I could get it in my chair. Sometimes I use my chair. Oh, there it is. Yeah, definitely. That's what I was talking about. The way that he's going to make money now is like going to like Comic-Con, stuff like that. Gang bred boxing. Maybe start like a commentary channel. Kind of like everyone else is doing Bisping and all that. Hey, didn't I see some article? Because I was going to say, it'd be fun. Imagine Masvidal, like his vernacular and the way that he talks and his attitude and stuff. Imagine him being like a Chael Sonnen, Michael Bisping, Anthony Smith, all these dudes that are on YouTube channels talking about fights. Imagine he did stuff like that. And then I remember, I saw an article that Dustin Poirier was supposed to be a commentator or something at this fight, wasn't he? What happened to that? Did any of you guys hear that? Jared Gertz, hey, join the YouTube family, sculpt the membership tab. There's exclusive content in there. There's the Discord link so you can get in there and chat with the homies. You have access to all the emojis now. Thank you, Jared Gertz. Joseph Ablaev. Oh, you didn't know I was going to Google translate this, huh? You didn't even know I was going to Google translate this. Or maybe you did know. Maybe you did know. Oh, no, that's something else. You got to put the L. Who is your most favorite fighter? Thank you, Joseph Ablaev. My most favorite fighter, man, my most favorite fighter, like period, is probably gonna be Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. If you're talking about like MMA, man, Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's hard to just say one of their names. MMA, Khabib. Active, my favorite active fighter. Ah, man. That is a tough one. Oh, man. It's tough right now. It's very tough. It's very tough right now. A lot of the people that I liked left. Oh man. I would probably confidently say that my favorite fighter, just all in all, everything, like likability and everything, because that's just the way I am. I factor that in. I really like Dariush. Beneil Dariush might be my favorite active fighter. I like Dariush. Thank you, Joseph Ablaev. First chat from Joseph. Thank you. Sam Garnett, Grandmaster, I'm at work, but I made it. Missed you, my guy. And I'm happy that you were able to roll through. I don't know. You're at work right now. I hope you don't get caught. The good thing is there's only one fight left, Sam. There's only one fight left. So you don't have a lot of time to, like, there's not a big window in which there is for you to get caught. So chances are you won't get caught. If you were watching the whole event, you probably would have got caught like 2-3 times. But they're showing the promo right now. They're hyping up the fight, even though I already paid for it, with Pereira and Adesanya. So hopefully you don't get caught. I hope you're having a good time at work. Just try to stay under the radar out there. The Jared, how do you see Gastelum facing Izzy a second time? Whoo. I think he wins. I think he gets a decision. The difference is, see, people need to understand something, and this is what I was talking about in my prediction. Adesanya's attributes don't matter. His talents don't matter. His skills don't matter. His question mark kicks, his leg kicks, his footwork, it doesn't matter. Because the thing that kills Adesanya is his mindset. It's his mindset. That's why he immediately had to depart from kickboxing and go to MMA. And then he was the bully. He was the man. He was destroying everybody. And then when he wasn't, he was running from everybody and still winning and still keeping the bout. He was in charge. Nobody could touch him, literally, because he kept running. And that mindset kept feeding into it. And he had like that Paddy Pimblett kind of mentality, like he could do no wrong. He was invincible, untouchable, again, literally because he kept running. And it was because of that he was able to have the success that he had against people. But now he's going to have that mindset of getting completely demolished, demoralized, discouraged, beaten down, exposed. And then if he goes back to that with Gastelum, it's over. It's over. Because he's on the come down, and Gastelum's now on the come up. Gastelum is feeling high on life right now, better than ever right now. That fool was all hyped up about Easter Sunday. You didn't even hear him, and they're talking about the resurrection. That fool was like, how great is our God? That fool was high on life right now. He's a different Gastelum. Hoser the guy listening to James Bond soundtracks with my lady. Love you. James Bond. That's cool. James Bond soundtracks. That's cool. That's very specific. I hope you're enjoying your evening. You sound like you know how to do it, though. You know how to do what you like. That's so niche. You know what you guys like. That's respectable. You guys ain't sitting around, oh, is it Netflix? Is anything on Netflix? Did they put the new thing on Netflix? What's trending on Netflix? Oh, they took it off Netflix? I just found out about it. It's not even on Netflix? No, you're listening to James Bond soundtracks. That's how you do it. Mariana Zurin. And now he's New Zealand again. He's wearing the blue trunks. He's New Zealand again. He's not Nigerian anymore. He's delivered. I'm telling you, if you watch my prediction, I'm telling you, he's a chameleon. He's New Zealand again. He's no longer Nigerian. There's only enough room for Duplessis. Mariana Zurin, I need to, I'm parched. I can't, you made me lose all of my hydration. Mariana Zurin, thank you. Thank you. You are unbelievable. You are unbelievable. You are a pillar in this community. And you didn't even have an agenda. You don't want to say anything. You didn't have something that you just had. And that doesn't mean that you can't say anything. I don't want you to feel like you can't say anything next time. But you didn't say nothing. You just want to go, here, take this. Thank you, Mariana Zurin. Insane. Insanely generous. Thank you so much, Mariana Zurin. My goodness. My goodness. Amber Attorney. Welcome to the YouTube membership, Amber Attorney. Isaac Rajo. Welcome to the YouTube membership. And for the both of yous, Caesar, for all three of yous, make sure you scope out the membership tab because there's exclusive content in there for you. There's emojis. There's a Discord link so you can get in there and chat with the homies. Michael Bebo, $2 for knowing Chris Tomlin. How great is our God? Definitely. Sing with me. Definitely, Michael Bebo. Todo está bien. I hate that song. I can't stand that song. I know it's not a good thing to say, but I can't stand that song. But thank you very much. Thank you, Michael Bebo. It's me, member for 24 months, 2 years. And you're like, it's me. I know it's you. You've been here 2 years. Thank you. My goodness. PRS10, welcome to the YouTube membership, Discord, exclusive content. You have to scope the membership tab. Everything is there waiting for you. Ringo. Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's very yin and yang right there. Negring. That I'm gonna screenshot that. That's funny. I've never seen that before. That's one of those things you see, and it's like, how have I never thought of that? Negringo. That's funny. Cup of coffee. Little pour right now. Hey, I drink coffee. I drink coffee. And there it is. There it is. Ah! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Woo. Mike Alfieri just gifted 5 memberships. Anna, Jen, Mike, Jennifer, Mac JJ173. Insane. Insane. What's up, Corduroy? What's up, Corduroy? The E-Waste Gamer. I'm leaving if a dude walks out to this song against me. Look, I know it's small. I know it's a small thing, but I just show a little bit of appreciation for everybody that's coming through and being so generous with me. I know I can't do something for everybody, but hopefully I could do a big thing for one buddy. For one buddy, I gave out a membership, and who got it? Godson. Godson got it. I hope you enjoy it. If you are here for the first time and you don't know what you stumbled upon, my name is Jesse. I'm the founder and grandmaster of MMA, Mexican martial arts. I'm bringing you the colorful commentary during the Mexican Fight Companion for UFC 287. I bring you MMA content every single week, predictions, breakdowns, streams. Please consider subscribing and please consider commenting and liking the video. It helps. I was going to say so much, but it helps too much. It's so weird how you could just completely manipulate the system, but it's really that simple. If you just like this video, it will make my video and my channel do so good. So please consider clicking the like button. It helps a lot. That's the way they set this thing up. Google is ruining everything. Just join the YouTube membership. Scope that tab for all your exclusives. Thank you. Thank you. Google is ruining everything. Chewbacca bro. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Chewbacca bro. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Man of the evening. I'm gonna get copyright claim now. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. The Jared says, oh, wait a minute. Are you scam? You change your name? Like this video or you are lame. Whoo. 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 I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, look at Pereira's face. He looks like that meme of like the rock face. You know the guy from Night at the Museum, and he's like, dum dum wants gum gum. I like it a lot. No, Bruce Buffer's doing the introductions right now. Wait, the Jared. How did I thought you were Scam and you changed your name. Did you change your name from something? Am I crazy? Yeah, that's the face right there. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. It's time! The Easter Island, yeah. Hey, my bad, Jared. My bad. I don't know why I'm getting it all twisted. I don't know. My bad. Hey, Michael Fieri, no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. You could act like it never even happened if you want. I just felt right now like, why haven't I done this before? No pressure. You don't got to do nothing. Don't you worry about a thing. You don't have to do anything. I don't even know if you saw it. I don't know if it gives you a notification. Daniel Caba, thank you for joining the membership. Look at him. He's never been like this before. Now he's yelling like Pereira. The dude is a chameleon. Right now, Adesanya went, ah! He's never done that. Now he's trying to be like Pereira. It couldn't be more obvious. Thank you, Daniel Caba. Scope the membership tab. I can't believe it. Oh, I'll put the timer. I'll put the timer. I wonder how many cough drops Bruce Buffer has to use during the day. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nathan. You're too kind. See, I'm telling you, Mario, it's so obvious. Pereira. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Good thing we have Bergliotta in here and not Herb Dean. No glove touch. What a surprise. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Both in the orthodox position. I can't believe he's wearing those blue shorts. It's so ironic. Leg kick from Pereira. Adesanya misses a leg kick. Attempted kick to the body from Pereira. From Adesanya. Pereira blocks it, but then Adesanya lands an inside leg kick. Leg kick from Pereira. Pereira attempts a teep. Adesanya's not really there for it. Adesanya tries to come down the middle with the jab. Pereira backs up. Leg kick from Adesanya. Leg kick from Pereira. That was kind of like a toe kick from Pereira. It only landed right on the edge of the foot. The crowd is going crazy. They're rooting for Adesanya. They're trying to make him a Floridian. They know that he's willing to adapt wherever he's at. Leg kick from Adesanya. Pereira is just waiting for the opening. He's just waiting. He doesn't waste a whole lot of motion. He just waits for the power shot. Leg kick from Pereira. Attempted question mark kick from Adesanya. Pereira has the hand ready. Pereira just stalking him, just waiting for the right opening. Pereira's just waiting for it. He's waiting to counter with that left hook. Adesanya trying to come in with the combo, but nothing's landing. He just landed the leg kick at the very end. Leg kick from Pereira, very soft. Just trying to let him know that he's there. Adesanya slowly, sneakily changing stances here and there. Attempted head kick from Pereira, kind of lands on the glove. Little jab from Adesanya. Adesanya tries to come over with the overhand right. Pereira's arm is in the way. Little toe touch from Pereira. Don't be so apprehensive, Pereira. You can do your thing. Pereira's cat-like reflections are rearing up. I mean, he's responding to things. Left hand to the body from Pereira. Leg kick from Pereira. Sometimes people start this narrative about Pereira responding to Adesanya's feints like it's a bad thing. It's just his good reflections. He's ready to go. What do you want him to do? Stand there and get hit? Adesanya with the overhand right. Leg kick from Pereira. Attempted head kick from Adesanya gets blocked. Body kick from Adesanya. Leg kick from Pereira. Pereira, Adesanya just stays switching stances. Couple leg kicks from Adesanya. Left jab to the body from Pereira. Leg kick from Pereira. Leg kick from Pereira. Leg kick from Adesanya. Crowd starting to get a little bit restless. Little boos here and there. Lots of hopping around. Pereira's waiting. Adesanya's backing him up. Attempted head kick from Adesanya. Pereira blocks it. There's the threat there. It's not like Adesanya's blitzing him and putting on a lot of pressure. He's simply stepping forward, and Adesanya's letting him. Just like when Strickland was coming forward, and Pereira was letting him. I think I said Adesanya was letting him. And Pereira was letting him, and then he checks him with the left hook. Pereira just lets you feel comfortable, and then he does his thing. It gets kind of boring in the meantime, though, honestly. Lots of patty cake. Left hand landed from Adesanya. Left jab landed from Pereira. Right leg kick landed, and that was significant. It kind of stumbled Adesanya a little bit. He had to switch stances. Leg kick from Pereira. Teep from Pereira. Leg kick from Pereira. I mean, he made contact more, right? It doesn't matter the way that their fights go. Pereira doesn't have to win the first round, but I think he touched him more. But again, I'm pretty sure Michelle Watterson touched Pereira a lot more, and they still gave it to Pereira. So Big Mike for the paper towel fund. Hey, thank you. Hey, I've been so strategic with them lately. I used to waste them. Like, I would get like 7 of them and blow my nose. Like, I was dumb. I was just wasteful with them. And it's giving me a new perspective. I'm just more appreciative of things. I know some people thought it was dumb and they kind of laughed at it. They thought I was joking, but that was a real moment. Thank you. Code A. Cody. Thank you, Cody. Cody. Sorry, no disrespect. Thank you, Cody. First super chat from Cody. Thank you. Glad to see you here. All right, here we go. Tempted head kick from Pereira, and from Adesanya, got blocked. Adesanya can't make contact with that leg kick. Pereira misses a leg kick. Adesanya tries to go for the head kick. Pereira backs up and blocks it. Adesanya tries to get through with the jab. Pereira's not there. Inside leg kick landed. Well, it was like high up on the thigh from Adesanya. Question mark kick almost landed. That was pretty clean, but woo! Pereira had his hand up, and then he lands a head kick. Adesanya didn't have his hand up on that one. Adesanya is dangerously close to the cage. Pereira kicked him, punched him again. Adesanya had to clinch up. He had to clinch up. Why are you off the cage again? A big left hook landed from Pereira. I don't understand why Adesanya is so close to the cage. It's like he didn't watch the first fight. What is he doing? Oh, man. Adesanya coming forward, faking a jab, and lands a left hand to the body. Adesanya with the right hand. Pereira ducks under it. Left hand from Pereira landed. They each miss. Overhand right. No, don't say that landed, Anik. Pereira ducked. Body kick from Pereira. Adesanya. Adesanya in the southpaw. Pereira in orthodox. He wants to throw that question mark kick with his left foot, Pereira. Watch for it. Watch for it. I told you. Well, you had your hand up. Good. You know what's coming. Leg kick landed from Pereira. Every time Adesanya is in that southpaw stance, he wants to throw the question mark kick with the left foot. He likes throwing it with the left foot. Leg kick from Pereira. He did it again. It's so predictable. It was like when Leon Edwards was trying to land a head kick over and over on Usman. Pereira knows. Left hand to the body from Pereira. Pereira looks like he's getting a little bit tired. He often has some weird body movement, like he's like stumbling around. Pereira has a weird, like, have you noticed when he fights, he's always kind of like, he always looks like he's wobbled. He does this weird thing. I don't know why he does that. But sometimes it makes it look like he's tired. Adesanya comes forward with the right hook. It was completely blocked. Joe Rogan, are you watching this fight? You're supposed to be watching on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing. Body kick from Adesanya. Leg kick from Pereira. Leg kick from Pereira. Attempted head kick from Pereira. Adesanya leans back. You got to count on that Pereira. You know when you throw a head kick, he's going to do that dumb lean back. And then you could like go for his legs. You could sock him in the stomach, wrap around him and drop him. Inside leg kick, high on the thigh from Adesanya. Missed leg kick from Pereira. Missed teep from Adesanya. Switch stance. Pereira's trying to come forward with the jab. Adesanya's getting close to the cage again. He's trying to rope it though. It didn't even land, Anik. It didn't even land. None of these are clean. What are you talking about? Okay, that left hand looked like it landed from Adesanya. But he's dangerously close to the cage again, and Pereira sees it. All he needs to do is back him up against it and start throwing. Then Adesanya's going to want to clinch again. Then you just got a dirty box. There's like a 1-2 to the body from Adesanya. Leg kick from Pereira. Another leg kick from Pereira. Attempted head kick. That looked like a question mark kick from Pereira. But he doesn't set any of these up. He doesn't throw feints. He just goes in for it. They're shouting a lot of things in Brazilian to him. There's something that he's not doing that they're telling him. Oh, there was a left hook from Pereira. It wasn't as clean as it needed to be though. Adesanya dancing around. Leg kick from Pereira. That stumbled Adesanya, and then Pereira landed a shot. Adesanya had to clinch for a moment and then circle around. Leg kick landed from Adesanya. A big body shot from Pereira. Big leg kick. Adesanya's trying to rope-a-dope on the cage. Is he hurt? Oh, he was rope-a-doping. I've never been more happy to be wrong. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't like Adesanya and I never will, but if you're a fan of fighting, that was beautiful. Oh, I've never been more okay with being wrong. He absolutely rope-a-doped. He absolutely rope-a-doped on the cage, and everyone was going crazy thinking Pereira was going to go for the knockout, but Pereira gets so one-track minded with the knockout. Watch the replay. He gets so one-track minded with the knockout that he doesn't even think of defending. Look at boom, boom, knee, boom, 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 and then Adesanya goes 1, 2, 1, and then 1 again. Pereira looks dead. Dead. So Pereira is going. Yeah, he got him the same way he did, the same way he wobbled him. It's almost identical the way that he wobbled him, like in the first fight. The same body language, the same way that Pereira went. You know how he kind of folded over like that, then stood back up? You know how Adesanya said he needed like 5 more seconds? It was true. It was true. And then he kept shooting the arrows. He went over to show love to Pereira. They fist bump. They're shaking hands. They're showing love. He's looking into the audience going, believe in me. Believe in me. Oh, man. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's what you get, Pereira. That's what you get. He was blindly teeing off, not even thinking he might come back. He might respond. He might counter. And then he got 1-2'd, and then he didn't come back and defend. He didn't back up. He didn't cover. He got 1-2'd, and then he went right back into it like, you want to hit me again? Man. Big Mike says, thank you for the stream, brother. Thank you, Big Mike. Thank you, Big Mike. Whitaker is so mad right now. Thank you, Big Mike. Oh my gosh. Oh man. He asked Joe Rogan, please, just one time, please let me hold the microphone. I'll give it right back to you. He says, I hope everyone behind the screens right now and everyone in the audience, I hope you can all feel this level of happiness at least one time in your life. I hope you at least feel this one time in your life. But I hope you don't feel all the, now he's saying, but I hope you don't feel all the things that he was going through and how he was feeling. Go for it. Fortify your mind. One time in your life, I'm blessed. I'm able to feel this again and again and again. Chango, thank you, Chango, for super chat. Thank you, Chango. If he would get on the mic like this all the time, I would have liked him. When I was watching all his fights, I was like, man, I wish he wasn't so annoying because he's a good fighter. He's saying this is sweet. I got a sweet tooth. It's amazing. You've been engaged in 4 wars now. For you to close the show the way you did tonight was so spectacular and so cements your legacy as one of the greatest of all time. I'm telling you, no matter what, Alex is a great champion no matter what. He lost the belt tonight, but he will always be a champion. And his story, I'm the antagonist. In his story, I'm the bad guy. But tonight, it's my story. His story. Lucid Vibe Media, why don't you like Izzy? King has his crown again. He's annoying. He's an obnoxious, petty person. He's very immature. Dude comes in his debut, peeing everywhere, sensually assaulting people and their coaches, and I don't know. I'm trying to pay attention to what he's saying, but honestly, no disrespect to you, but for someone to ask me how is Izzy unlikable is shocking to me, and I don't want to say anything to be disrespectful to you, so I'll stop talking. but it's shocking to me for someone to have any kind of awareness of Adesanya and not think that he's a really immature, obnoxious, annoying person. But he's a fantastic fighter. But he was playing the rope-a-dope. He was acting hurt. Boom. He looked dead. I have never seen anyone look that dead. That was crazy. He looked more dead than Ben Askren. Ben Askren looked like he was up and ready for work compared to how Pereira looked right now. He looked dead. I'm surprised he didn't say something like Elsa right now, because now this dude looked like Elsa. This time he got frozen. James Player, thank you for the stream. Embrace the grind, my G. Thank you for the stream. Embrace the grind. Thank you, James Player. Thank you. I'm starting to have some fun with it. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll keep doing my best. Let me I know some of you were gonna leave right now because you don't care about me, you don't care about the channel, you just wanted to hear what was going on. Some of you are OGs, and I hope you stay around for a couple minutes because I want to give you some finishing thoughts. I understand some people are gonna leave, but those of you that can stay a couple minutes, I appreciate it. What's the total super chat tonight? I have no idea. If there's a quick way to know that, I don't know how to do it. Anytime I have to figure that out, I have to go into the YouTube studio and literally go through every single donation, and I would have to like add them up. I don't know. I'm just trying not to miss anything right here, but I want to give you some closing thoughts in a moment. Jacob Sparks just gifted a membership. Thank you, Jacob, to Elijah Rudin. To Elijah Rudin. Congratulations, Elijah. Thank you, Jacob. Adesanya is looking at all the media guys saying, type all your stuff now. Type your stuff now. He's all trolling them. He's getting back to it already. Michael Fernandez, thank you for the stream tonight. Thank you. Thank you. And now he's wearing the Nigerian flag. Make up your mind. Thank you, Michael Fernandez. Thank you, Michael. Oh, my goodness. I promise I'm going to get to it right now. I have some thoughts. I just want to see this first. I just want to see this first. Come on. Wild fight. What a card. Wild fight. You wanted him to win, huh? This is a good night for you, right? You were going for him? Congratulations. I'm just trying not to miss anything that they're saying right now. Okay, good. So here's what I want to say. I already know what's gonna happen. So I put out a video this morning. It took me forever to do it. I finally put out a video. Oh, hold on, I don't want to miss it. Code A, should they go for the trilogy? Obviously, they should. And people may disagree with me here, but because they're 1-1 in MMA now it makes sense. If Pereira won, clearly no. Then it would be like, Usman, don't try to fight Edwards. Like, what are you doing? Then it gets pathetic. Then it's like Max Holloway trying to fight Volkanovski again. But now that it's 1-1 in MMA, yes, absolutely. And it wasn't like with Figueiredo and Moreno. Like, okay, the only way one could win is when it's drawn out and then it's a decision. And then was it even the right decision? I think it was a robbery. And then the other one's a clear, submission or TKO or whatever. These ones were both TKO knockout. So this is like, no, they need to do it again. It wasn't like one of them was boring and it was a decision and the other one got a clear knockout. This was the same. So you got to do it again. Big Mike. Izzy is China, bro. he was wearing the Nigerian choni, New Zealand chonies and the Nigerian flag. He's whatever. He's a man in many places. Come on. No, I wanted Alex to win. I didn't see a way for Izzy. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought that. Maybe it was someone else. It might have been David Capico might have been talking about that, actually. I think you both came in early and I got it twisted. Yeah. Okay, forgive me. I'm trying to hear how they're recapping this real quick. And then I'm going to give you my closing thoughts for those of you who care about it, because there's something I really want to say. What is he talking about? I think he's talking about Adesanya's strength and conditioning. They're talking about how they've seen so many incredible fights in their lives, but how special this one. Pereira was landing 60% of his strikes. He was landing, he was hurting him. He hurt his lead leg again, but he stayed in the fight, and he was able to find the shot. Yeah, DC saying he might have got a little overconfident, and he did do too much. He went crazy and had no defense whatsoever. I want them to wrap this up because I want to give you my thoughts. They're talking about how when he was doing that, the hammer fists were crazy. That fool literally looked like he was dead. Okay, now they're talking about Masvidal. Who cares? So here's what I want to say. I know people are going to be going to my prediction now and saying, you were wrong, you were wrong. And Adesanya fans are the worst. They're the worst. I know people talk about Nate Diaz fans, Khabib fans, Conor fans. Adesanya fans are the worst. So I know people are going to be going back to my prediction. And they're going to be saying I was wrong. And here's what I said immediately after the knockout as well. I'm okay with being wrong. Because what happened was Coke 007, sorry, in late. Who did you have winning, GM? I knew Alex was too careless. I had to give my official pick, and it was Pereira. It was Pereira. But I'm gonna explain something right now. But thank you, Coke 007. I chose Pereira. So look. First of all, whatever. I know there's people in here. I'm not trying to offend you or insult you or alienate you, but this came up a little bit ago. I feel like it says a lot about a person if you're an Adesanya fan, but I probably shouldn't even have said that. I don't know how you get through all the abrasiveness and obnoxicity and immaturity and the idiotic, ridiculous stuff that he says and does, and the childish and sometimes illegal, like stuff that you'd get arrested for if you did out in public. It's like, it's sick. It's like, what's the matter with you? Like, he has no boundaries. Corky 007 for your green tea, my guy. Hey, thank you, Corky 007. You know I stay stocked, and you're helping me do it. Thank you. Thank you. So I know people are going to come back to the prediction, and I'm okay with that because what happened today was good for the sport. That was one of the best, most strategic, smartest knockouts I've ever seen in my life. Not only was the knockout itself beautiful and entertaining and impressive and even a little bit scary, the way that it was set up and planned. And now that I think of it, I'm going to go start working on my breakdown right now. You know how I said during the stream, Adesanya, what are you doing? Did you watch the last fight? You keep going to the cage. He was doing it on purpose. He was going to the cage on purpose, knowing that Pereira was going to follow him there, knowing that Pereira was thinking, I did this in the first fight, and that he was going to do the same thing. Adesanya knew that. He was playing chess when Pereira was playing checkers. He was trying to lure him over there. It was so smart. And it worked. And I know people are going to show up to my breakdown and say stuff. That's okay. I can't always be right. And I know there's people who, when they're wrong, they don't handle it well. And it becomes a whole thing. The reason that we enjoy this sport as much as we do is because of the unpredictability. And that's why I'm going to be okay with being wrong. because the unpredictability is what makes it exciting. That's why we sit here on the edge of our seats. If we all knew and could see into the future and could look on Google and see the green check mark by Pereira and know that he already won, wouldn't be exciting. It's the element of anything could happen that makes it exciting. So whatever. I'm gonna have to make myself feel okay with that. I wanted to go 3-0, but I'm not gonna be able to. But I will say this, and I'm gonna put this in my breakdown. I told you guys in my prediction, Adesanya is the better fighter. He's been the better fighter for all 3 fights. Pereira doesn't defend well. He doesn't throw feints. He gets hit. He has no fight IQ. But I still said Pereira's going to beat him. I'm going to stand by that. I'm not going to try to change it now. I picked Pereira only because it looked like on paper there was no way Adesanya was ever going to beat him. But he showed that he is the better fighter. And Pereira showed that he has no fight IQ. And I saw people that were mad at me in the comments of my prediction video saying, how are you saying Pereira has no fight IQ? He beat him 3 times. Well, you saw it tonight. And everybody can get lazy every once in a while and put their hands down and get caught. Or there's an open shot, or they get tired, or they blink, or they look up at the clock or whatever. But Adesanya showed today that he is the better, more strategic, smarter fighter with a brilliant fight IQ. And here's the last thing I'm going to say. Let me read these first. Jill June, happy shop. Izzy should have given Alex 3 Ridge wallets instead of whatever thing he just did. I'm sure Pereira would have much rather had a few Ridge wallets than what he got. I agree. Diggity Dan, we got a new mythical fighter, Unleashed Izzy, for real. For real. It did something to his blood flow or something. Yeah, Savin, imagine being afraid to be yourself. That's why I love Izzy. He's cringe, but he's himself. Yeah, I mean, I respect what you're saying. But to me, that's like Jeffrey Dahmer wanted to be himself. People being themselves isn't always like a good quality or the best thing. But I respect the idea of what you're saying. But I also think he's very phony. And if you saw my prediction, he's a chameleon. He's going to act wherever he needs to act, wherever he's at, and depending on who's he's around. He was Chinese, then he was New Zealand, then he was Nigerian. Now he's like Poatan and go, who is he? Charles Finley. Is he the first 2-time champ? Is Izzy the first 2-time champ? No. The first one that comes to mind is GSP. I'm sure there's more, right? Right? Hold on, let me catch up right here. Big Mike, you the man, GM. You the man. You the man. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm the man, and you the man. Daddy Bear, GM, you never cease to cause some turbulence in my banana. Thanks for everything that you do. My favorite frijole approved UFC commentator. Thank you, Daddy Bear. Your name still confuses me, and I don't quite know how to address you because it makes me feel awkward. But every time I've tried to come up with a variable, it's even more awkward. But I appreciate you very much. Flame Wingman. Pereira lost because he didn't go for the figure 4 leg lock. Woo! Ironically enough, that would have been far more successful than anything that he did tonight. Far more successful. That is a fact. Zach of all trades. Happy birthday, GM. I know it's a month. I know it's this month sometime. He is risen. Happy Easter. Happy, so I cherish the old road. Thank you, Zach of all trades. Thank you so much. It is. I am an April Fool. I'm an April Fool. It was this last week when I was working very hard. I did not really acknowledge my birthday. But thank you. Thank you for acknowledging it for me, Zach of all trades. Thank you. I'm forgiven because it was forsaken. Thank you very much, Zach Hughes. Happy Easter. I appreciate you very much. It's always good to see you in here. Always. Sasaki comes out versus Izzy next. I'm not even going to put any energy into that right now. Normally, yeah. Off the dome, comes out would murder Pereira and Adesanya. It's just hard to say something like that after watching this right now because of the fight IQ. But off the dome, comes out murders both of them. He just closes the distance and mauls them. I don't care about any IQ at that point. Yeah, Savin, bro, take my money. Don't compare Izzy to Dahmer, bro. Love your content. You fun. Thank you. I've been accused of this many times in my life, in my personal life. I go to far extremes with examples in conversation. I'm always like, okay, well, look at it this way. If I murdered you, and they're like, what are you talking? And I'm always going like way to the far end just to make a point. But I feel like it helps really illustrate things. Koki 007, I lost Izzy's respect when he fought Yoel. Yeah, I think a lot of people did. And even more than that, if he would have handled it differently on the mic afterward, maybe he could have salvaged something. But the unapologetic way he addressed the crowd and was flipping them off and was making fun of them and doing all this, he clearly doesn't care about the people. He calls them baboons and everything. Charles Finley, I meant for middleweight. Then, yeah, there's no other one that I can recall. Unless anyone else knows, there's definitely none that I can recall. Maybe. It might be. So here's the last thing that I wanted to say. When I was watching all the Adesanya fights and all the Pereira fights this last week and a half or so. Okay, so look. For as long as I've been doing this channel, I have severely, intensely disliked both Jon Jones and Adesanya. Very recently, I did prediction videos and breakdown videos for their fights. And when I watched all Jon Jones fights with a fresh perspective, I was very impressed. And I thought, man, this dude might be a bad dude and he might like do some awful things and hurt people and whatever. But man, he's a good fighter. Especially when he, was a little younger and fresher and wasn't just trying to retain the title. Unbelievable. And as far as the fighting, I started to have like a conflict because I was like, I don't like the dude, but I might be a fan of his style because he has some crazy moments. And when I was watching the Adesanya fight, I thought, man, this dude could fight. I just wish he wasn't so annoying and obnoxious and irritating and childish. Then I could root for him and I could like him. And he showed that tonight. And I've said it many, many times over the months and years of streams. I don't like Adesanya. I always root against him. I can't stand him. I think he's a bad dude. I think he's a weirdo. But he could fight. And a lot of times he doesn't. And he runs and he's annoying. And we get frustrated. And we call him a runner. And we make fun of him. But he could fight. And we saw that fight IQ tonight. I picked Pereira. And my pick was wrong. I'm not going to try to go back on it. I saw someone leave a comment in my prediction video saying, I like the way that you laid it out. You put it perfectly. So even if Pereira loses, you could say you were still right. I'm not going to do that though. I gave the reasons in my video why Pereira is a terrible fighter. He doesn't throw feints. He doesn't defend. He has a low fight IQ. His style is Pereira hit hard. He doesn't think about what he does. And that Adesanya has a very high fight IQ. But I said Pereira is still going to win because he's got his number, I guess. He's going to win. And it was wrong. But that's the way it is. Adesanya showed that IQ. And it's pretty impressive. I don't know if they're going to count in kickboxing fights. But I think this is the first time in history, I think. And I hope someone corrects me if I'm wrong because I want to know this information. I think this is the first time anyone has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. And that's unbelievably impressive. That's crazy. If there's any fight historians in here, please let me know if you know any different. Yeah, Savin says, last one, Grandmaster, because I'm broke, but you an Izzy fan. I see. Look, I'm going to tell you something. Here's why I'm acting hesitant right now. Because I don't want anyone to think I'm saying this because he won. If you watch my prediction video, you could already see me complimenting his style. He's a fantastic fighter. When Adesanya got on the mic after the fight and he was being sincere and he didn't have up this facade and the being a chameleon and always acting like he needs to be this and that to cover up all the insecurities and stuff. When he was saying, I hope that you could all at one point in your life feel the way I feel right now, and he was being genuine and all that, and he was sincerely happy and trying to wish the best for people. In that moment, I was like, man, if you could be this dude every fight, you'd be like my favorite fighter. If you could be this positive, uplifting dude and fight with these question mark kicks and these feints and all the 1-2 and the head movement and all, you'd be my favorite fighter. But the dude's annoying. And for some reason, he goes down that path like he's trying to make people hate him. But he's a fantastic fighter. Tater Pudding, I thought Alex died live on stream. I screamed when he came in sloppy saying he get caught. That, like I said, it felt like even worse than the Ben Askren one. And I'm not trying to give Adesanya any material, but that frozen like Elsa thing that's what this felt like right here. I felt like I never seen anyone that dead looking in a UFC fight. That was trippy looking. Rog Wilder, no fair. The nail polish gives Izzy extra poison damage in his strikes. I've noticed they show close-ups on his nails, and I don't know how he gets past the nail dudes because his nails are super long. And then when he puts those French tip things on them, you could tell they go even longer. It's like, how does he get away with that? Kenny, that was wild. It was wild. It was wild. That was probably my most intense feeling and reaction ever in any UFC fight ever. It was unbelievable. And that's why I'm okay with it, because it was entertaining. As a fan, as a consumer, even though I was wrong, I got greatly entertained. Elijah Rudin, happy. See, if Pereira would have won, I would have been like, yeah, I knew it. But this, I was like, what? Elijah Rudin, happy Easter, GM. Crazy how easy hit him with the same shot and then followed up with 2 more to put him to sleep. He crumbled like the... Wait, what? Are you disrespecting Metal? Like the... Happy Easter, happy Easter, happy Easters. Yeah, it's crazy. It was like I was saying, like Adesanya was talking about, if he had more time at the end of that first round last time, he hit him the same way. And Pereira folded the same way. Koki 007, last question. What do you think of the name Tanakh for a baby boy? Also, I knew Rosas was going to lose too. He's too young for the big dogs. Yeah, he came in a little bit too hot. I think Paddy Pimblett's going to get the same thing on the next fight. A little bit too hot, a little too much too early. Tanakh. Man, I like that. Tanakh. Isn't that, why does that sound familiar? Is that biblical? Isn't that like, why does that sound familiar to me? I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's refreshing these days, some originality. Johnny's World of Boxing, 3-0 comeback in UFC or combat sports in general. I think in general, like even across combat, which I think that's a new thing in this era because people are doing it more now than ever. It's impressive even if it's across any promotions, sports, as long as it's combat. Godson, what if Izzy was setting up Alex last match too? Wait, I think what you're saying is he was trying to set him up and he was going to do that. But what my brain immediately thought you were saying was he was trying to set him up. He was trying to play the long game and get knocked out just so that he could trick him for the second fight. Hey, Godson, that's such a good point. I think, and I hope you're not upset if it doesn't make it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to reference that in my breakdown. That's such a good perspective. And if I do, I will give you credit. That's such a good perspective. Chef X Hyrule, first time in MMA, maybe, but in Muay Thai kickboxing, it's kind of common to be 2-3 down against someone and win 1 or 2 fights eventually. Look up Pampayuk or Super Leg. They fought 7-8 times in Muay Thai. You know what? That's very ignorant of me. I should have known that because I bet that happens a lot in Muay Thai and in wrestling. That's probably where that happens a lot, especially in Muay Thai. Those fools do like 1,200 fights before they're even teenagers. So that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for bringing that up. I screenshotted that as well because I need to do my due diligence. That's a very good point. Where am I at? Daddy Bear. Daddy Bear is what my daughter calls me. Just say D Bear, or even DB. I almost said Debo. DB if that feels better for you. I'm just trying to earn your love, girls. I'm gonna call you Debo. How about Debo? That's just like between me and you? Yeah, could that work? It's just a me and you thing. Well, that's even weirder. I even made Debo weird. I made Debo weird. Shep, Izzy fan saying he could beat John. Is peak delude. They're gonna be right back at it. After this, they're gonna say he could beat John Jones now. There's no cap on the delusion. After tonight, they're going to say that again. Tater Put and Alex had it in the bag. If he didn't mess up with the range, Adesanya is easily the better fighter, but I didn't expect him to murder Pereira like that. Yeah, Pereira is all about the IQ. It's all about not being smart, not defending, not picking his shots well. What was the other thing I said in the prediction, the way I worded it? That he's like sloppy. He'll just throw like crazy, and he's so confident in his power that he doesn't give any thought whatsoever to defense or having an awareness of what kind of power could come against him. He's just so concerned with his own power. Johnny's World of Boxing, Marquez versus Pac-Man 4, when Marquez KO'd Pac-Man. So Pacquiao was 3-up? Man, so this is embarrassing. I should have known that with big names like these. I'm screenshotting that too. Thank you, Johnny's World of Boxing. I should have known this stuff. But I'm thankful that I asked because I knew there'd be people out there that are real fans of the game, real fans of the sport. They'd be able to answer this for me, and I was hoping so. So thank you. Decap, I used to not like you, but you grew on me, bro. Love you, Vato. You're smart in this fight game. I appreciate that, Decap. And look, this is something I haven't been wanting to admit, and I kind of said it earlier, but when I was doing, I have always been like 100% against in every way John Jones, but when I started watching all those fights, when I did my breakdowns, I was like, dang, I don't know if I enjoy watching like anyone's fights more than this dude's fights. Like, so what I'm saying is I can understand someone growing on you and not liking someone at first. So I appreciate the, the roller coaster ride. I know how stuff like that could happen. There's people that I started out not liking or enjoying on YouTube or whatever, sports or whatever, and then they grew on me. And then there's people that I really did like. And then after a while, I was like, nah, I'm out. Like I used to. You got to go quite a ways back. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I used to like Tony Ferguson. And then at a certain point, it was like, I can't do any more of this dude. So, I could understand it both ways. Judge June Happy Shop. Who do you think wins the rematch? Izzy? Here's my perspective on that. I'm so glad you asked that. I think I might use this angle in my prediction in my breakdown as well. Adesanya should have won all 3 fights. But for some weird, unexplainable reason, he didn't. Which is why I was left with nothing to say, but Pereira simply got his number. Because Pereira doesn't have a better fight IQ. He doesn't have better footwork. He doesn't throw better combos. He doesn't have, it was all just, it has to be, he has his number. Because there's nothing that he seems to be better at. Unless you just stand there like a heavy bag and let him hit you. But now that Adesanya did this, now I don't think Pereira beats him. James, I love it. 100. See you next fight. Keep up the boxing. Kicks, evenly I do. Oh, so you train. You're out there staying active. All right. All right, you're motivating me. I need to find a better balance. I need to find a better balance with this work and this editing and all that. So I could get back to scrapping and stuff, so I could get active. Let me just get to the end. I don't want to miss anybody's donation. Then I'm going to sign off right here. I got to start working on my breakdown. Username 9045, scope the membership tab. Thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it. Go scope the tab for all the exclusive content for you. Tater Pudding. I don't like Adesanya, but I can't deny he's the man. I don't think he loses to Pereira again. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. I didn't, and I'm not a Pereira fan. I just don't like Adesanya because I didn't think Pereira was going to get past Whitaker. I didn't think Pereira was going to get past Chamoyev, and I don't know who else. I didn't put much thought into it. Glorious _ 1, 2, 3. Izzy is top 10 of all time and number 2 in the middleweight division. I can't see him passing Anderson. It's tough. It's tough. I know everyone looks at it different. It's tough because the steroid thing. But, you know, Adesanya probably is on steroids because he magically acquired the gynoplastia right when he was going to fight that big dude, Paulo Costa. I don't think it's a coincidence, but yeah. Johnny's World of Boxing, first draw, Marquez robbed 2 and 3. Wait a minute. First draw, Marquez robbed 2 and 3. Pac-Man 4. Rob 2. Oh, first round Marquez, Rob 2, Pac-Man. Jeez. I gotta go watch the I only ever saw like the last fight. I'm so ignorant to like that whole story. I feel dumb about it. But they're such legendary names and so significant in the sport. I should have more of a knowledge of that. But thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. This whole week, I wanted to put up like polls and posts and ask people this kind of stuff because I was wondering about that. Shep, $5 donation. Thank you. I'm dropping bans just to say it, but John Jones would leave Izzy lifeless like Machida in round 1. Pound for pound is one thing, but one-on-one, bro. Yeah. People are going to be coming out of the woodwork saying some delusional things, though, just based on this performance. It's going to happen, Shep. I appreciate you dropping bans. I appreciate it. Your voice is heard. It would happen, definitely. But there's going to be a lot of delusional people that aren't going to be able to accept it because they're going to have this visual and they're going to be clinging to that for a long time. Tater put in Izzy is a more skilled fighter than Silva. Changed my mind. You're blocked. I have to disagree to agree. I think that's offensive. But I respect your voice. James Sanchez, join the YouTube membership. There's exclusive content there waiting for you in the membership tab. Extra videos, Discord link, emojis. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the contribution. All right, I'm going to dip out now. I got to go start working on my breakdown. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you for making it a successful stream. Please consider liking the video on the way out if you would, if it's possible. It makes YouTube think that I make good stuff and that my channel's good. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It makes a big difference. If you haven't seen my most recent videos, they've been doing really well because of you guys. You've been showing up and you've been clicking on stuff. So please consider continuing to do that. And please look out for my breakdown coming soon. It was a fun night. It was crazy. I know there's a lot of other places you could have been. And it means a lot to me that you chose to be right here. It made it real fun. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.